A VOD's turned on still.
Yeah, that's turned on still. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Vampire the Masquerade Sunkissed, the 5th edition Sunkissed, episode number something.
5th edition.
How's everyone doing, 5th edition?
Sunkissed?
Hello, and welcome to Funkissed.
Funkissed.
It's Monday.
Oh, boss.
It feels like a Monday.
Is it Monday yet?
Fuck. Oh, man. Hi. Hi, everybody. Am I even in roll? I am in roll 20. Okay, I'm not.
Yes, you
I'm not.
you are.
Ooh, am I?
So
Yes.
let's
You were told to.
let's start off with an introduction to all of our players and the usual introductory stuff. Starting with the first person in the call, as we always do, Vandy and also Tess.
Hello, everybody. My name's Vandy. I play Tess Aquila, the car-loving and also women-loving vampire / possibly also werewolf. Well, definitely also werewolf, but like not transformed werewolf, more like a
Pseudo.
It's complicated.
It is. It is. Yeah. Like Tess. It's not Tess's relationship status only. It's just her entire Facebook would just be "it's complicated" like plastered over it.
Tess Aquila. It's complicated.
You did also like have a little bit of a flirt and a bite with some dudes as well. So
I did. Yes, yeah. She's actually,
the focus
more into anyone.
Yeah, the focus has been the ladies, but
you've made some great ladies to go after, specifically the Natalie Dormer types who are actually psychotic.
People really enjoyed my Leah for some reason, which worried me.
I enjoyed your Leah.
You calm down. We'll get to you.
Yes, really
in
enjoyed
here.
Leah.
What?
Oh.
Oh gosh, but you can find me at twitch.tv/omgvandy or whatever, but also you can also find me at twitch.tv/daddysheepdo/subscribe for all your sun-kissed needs, and also just tabletop needs in general.
And also, next Sunday, myself
and
Vandy will be on Roll For It, where I will be GMing an Only War campaign, which has extra weird, interesting stuff if you're on the Roll For It Discord. But yes, I'll be GMing. Vandy will be a player. So if you like me GMing 40k, you'll be able to catch it on Roll For It. Next Sunday.
Next Sunday. Or this Sunday, I guess. This Sunday? Next Sunday? It's the same thing.
It is the same thing currently. Yeah.
In 6 days. It's exciting.
Had some trap.
Alright, moving on.
Next up is the next first person in the call who was actually first in the call, which is Tash and also Chrys.
Hello, I'm Tash. I'll be playing as Chrys today, who is powering through her to-do list of buy a bonnet, buy a console, beat up a man. And that's the to-do list for the day.
I thought you bought them.
What?
I
Yeah, I already did it,
last
but
week.
shut up. I'm counting it as today, okay? So she can procrastinate more. Shh.
You're
It's
gonna
the
buy
same
2 bonnets?
day.
That's a bit much.
Shut up. Okay. How about that? I saved us from not a catastrophe last week. You're welcome.
Yeah.
And this is what.
Are you counting not blowing that horn as?
Yes, I rescued everyone.
Nearly broke the campaign.
Only a little.
You were all part of nearly breaking the campaign.
I'm so sad we didn't, but yeah.
Double, triple dare you.
Yeah.
I almost did it.
It would have happened for that. But yeah, I'm going to be playing Chrys, who is, she's going to have a good day, hopefully. Yeah, so, I don't really know. That's it. That's all I've got.
Yeah. I got an image of Chrys blowing the horn, and then a little paperclip pops up. I see you're trying to derail the campaign. Can I help you with that?
Can it help? Sandbox.
So the next person would be Hydra and also Bob Moss.
Hey, what's up? I'm Bob Moss today.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with a Bob Moss. I don't know. Hey, how's it going? I've been doing lore videos the last 2 weeks on Necromunda, so that we have 2 videos out now. So that's a thing. Aside from that, I've been dabbling in some retro games. Back to Dawn of War 1. And today, I guess, I don't know what Marlowe's up to right now. He's currently carrying a giant wolf claw. Kind of disappointed that there wasn't anything there that resembles like a weapon to smite down thine enemies. But chances are the very thing I'm carrying probably is that.
Yeah, I was going to say, how do you know those aren't weapons?
Well, he would expect it either a gun or a truncheon. Anything aside from those, yeah.
A sword in the
magical
stone.
gun.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't find Excalibur, so he's a bit sort of like, just currently carrying stuff to make Cass happy, I guess. So we'll see where that leads.
And wow, that was a really nice segue, thank you. And speaking of Cass, and the last person in the call, that you're the Vandy this week, Josh. And also
Vandy didn't even turn up last week, so
to be
Poisoning,
fair,
what do you want from
Vandy
me?
had food poisoning.
still sounds like you poisoned yourself.
Yeah, it's what we
You're
So
all-
technically-
toxic. You're what's poisoning me right now, okay?
Cancelled. Okay. Hi, I'm Josh. Cass playing Am I, who is not dealing with his shit, but has a magical crown. So
Oh,
he
God.
is a queen.
Like,
Pretty princess.
Cassius and Josh had the best last episode. Like, I could see it. I could
was
see it on your
great.
face. You were just like, "Oh my god! All of the lore items and artifacts."
lore.
And...
Oh my god, it's a paw from an old queen of England.
Yeah.
Can I just say the fact that Chrys is getting stuff done and the fact that Cass is putting things off is really throwing me off because
With
they've just like
David,
switched roles. Like, since when does Cass put things off, and since when does Chrys get shit done? Like, no offense, but
She bought a
bought-
Wii. Like, let's not
and a bonnet.
make this out to be too big a thing.
Yeah.
we like which like are we
Wii
talking
U.
like
Wii
a
U.
Wii? Oh, we okay.
Wii
okay,
U.
I was gonna say, I was
So
Yeah,
to
not a
like,
urine
sell Wiis
specimen.
anymore?
to replace her friend's Xbox that she broke, she bought a Wii U for him, and she bought a bonnet for Celine.
Why didn't you just get another Xbox?
That is,
Because she's a
She's a
troll.
douche.
she's a
Bag.
horrible,
Yeah.
horrible person.
She's the new big bad.
You can't play any game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Massive
Oh my
troll.
god.
Well,
Are you the villain?
she also got him kicked out of his gym.
Oh, is he kicked out? You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, he's been kicked out of that gym.
Oh.
Well,
Who's the bigger
Wow,
monster?
you somehow
Lamia
you
or
became
Chrys?
the worst.
Chrys doesn't know that.
no, Chris doesn't know that.
But Chris beat the crap out of the owner of the gym.
He shouldn't have been talking shit.
He
but
didn't
I'm
know it
gonna
was
stand by
you.
this, and I would do it again.
I know you would. So yes. Also, tomorrow, I'm leading Josh into something. You're doing that thing tomorrow?
Oh.
Which is going to be out soon.
Yes. Tomorrow I'm recording the first session of Stitch of Fate, a vampire podcast that I am doing with Lil Red Dot. I'm doing it with the Bubbernaut, featured in our wonderful chat.
Yeah, right there.
Right there.
In the flesh.
It's Mathis Games doing the storytelling. And we've only got ourselves a fucking Mark Meir, aka the voice of Commander Shepard from Mass Effect, Mark Meir,
And also,
playing vampire with us. And you can catch this podcast in 1 hour episodes from the 14th of August, hopefully, if everything goes as to plan.
you panicked me for a second when you said in 1 hour ... And I was like, no, they have to stay here and watch Sunkiss. You can't send them off elsewhere. No. Because yeah, if you like VTM, that lineup is like a god tier lineup.
I'm so fucking excited. It's just like starry-eyed Josh for several hours. So it's gonna be good.
I was gonna make a much more crude remark, but you know, starry-eyed works.
It's also good. It's also a good song. Old, but it stands up for me. So, last week in Sunkissed, Ellie Goulding, starry-eyed.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't know that. So last week in Sunkissed, the coterie minus Tess, who's off dealing with things, which, incidentally, I was supposed to message or talk to Vandy and like detail how you should be based on. Anyway, we'll get to that. So
It's fine.
Yeah. Last week, we found artifacts in the maze. We found the reliquary, which included the paw of Boudica, or Boudicea, depending on how the name is pronounced. Turns out she was a werewolf and was executed. I think she was executed. I'd have to look at my lore notes again.
You said she
She
suicided.
killed herself?
That's right. Her children were executed and then she suicided, yes. But the Tremere apparently managed to lay claim on one of her paws, which they had in the reliquary. There was also the crown of Guenevere, also known as Guinevere from Arthurian legend, who was also known as the Fey Ghost or there's something else ghost. Yeah, the Ghost Queen, the Enchantress, etc., etc. We also had the Horn of Cernunnos, who was a satyr-like goat Celtic god, who is known to be part of something called the Wild Hunt, along with the final giant piece, which is a massive painting, which, funny enough, we found out after the show that Josh didn't hear, is a painting of the Wild Hunt, except for the title of the piece, as opposed to the usual kind of like Odin's Wild Hunt or anything like that, was Cain's Wild Hunt. Because Sheepy found out in his research that there is a legitimate painting called Cain's Wild Hunt. So.
We're in danger.
Yeah. Yes, the Wild Hunt is a Slavic thing, but it also goes up into Scandinavia, and via Scandinavia and Odin, etc., made its way over to the UK as well, and is part of like Celtic mythology as well. So, I think that covers everything. And then, as we said, there was a few purchases made by certain people. They were taken back to along with the reliquary stuff. I think the horn was left there and the painting was left there, correct?
Yes.
But you took the paw and the crown. And I believe you were intending on heading off to meet Max. We got about half a day done in an episode.
I know.
I just realized that.
Shopping takes time.
Yeah.
So does mazing.
Not if you do it with Tess.
Yes.
Excellent. I'm very efficient.
So, let us have Chrys, Marlowe, and Cassius. You are finishing your walk back to the salon, I believe you're heading to drop everything off.
Mm-hmm.
And that will give me a moment to message Vandy about something. And Tess will be back at the salon when you kind of walk into the basement. She'll be there.
Did Marlowe manage to wrap the claw in like a rug or something? Do we think, or
Yeah, I think
There were sheets. Yeah, there were sheets and carpet. So if given a choice, I'll roll it up inside a carpet, so it looks like I'm carrying a carpet.
Okay.
Really big one, but
still
Cool.
kind of sad that we couldn't take the big painting.
Yeah, the office needs a bit of sprucing, although I don't think the office is big enough.
Also, it's very not the same style, which we'd probably get in trouble for.
I mean, how often have you seen Tess at the office? Like, if we go just for the aesthetic of fabulous and awe-inspiring, then we just fill up an entire wall with that painting.
I mean, we could go and see, like, work with it, but how would we get it out of the room?
Oh yeah, I have no idea. I was thinking you do that thing you see in like heist movies where they cut it out of the paint, the
Frame.
the frame and then
Canvas?
roll it up.
Yeah. Oh.
But then you'd have to have it reframed and all of that.
I don't think we don't really need it that much.
No.
Maybe we could just have a picture of it and we make our own print.
We make postcards.
Sell it.
A bit small.
Yeah, I don't think we want to just pawn off some magical artifact in the deep, dark depths of a...
All right. Find out what it can do. Then sell it. Or put it somewhere. Mind you, it's already safe, I guess. But where is it? We don't know how many other books there are that go in there.
No idea.
It was fine until we got there, right?
Yeah, it's true. I don't know if other people do know of it, which I think other people do. They haven't found a way in, or they don't care, or they haven't used it.
Yeah, well, they haven't got around to using it yet to wipe out every last one of us. But hey, yo, let's just assume that we're not all going to die again tonight. Where you want this? We taking this down the woods?
Yeah. Well, I
Right.
need to drop this stuff in the parlor, because I don't really want to be carrying this around all night.
We'll just drop it off at my van, keep it safe, and then we can come back.
Oh, okay. We're going. Okay, we're going to yours first.
And then we won't have to lug it
What
around.
time is it?
Quick drive. Probably best not to leave. St. Budabuzz, chloral, whatever it is, kicking about.
I know, but what? I mean,
Boudica?
I've got my fight with
Boadicea?
Max soon.
It depends on who you believe. Boadicea is how I choose to say it.
I got it right. Well, there you go. Yeah, well, I'll
Okay.
drive. Stick it in a Winnie wagon and
We
Yeah.
really need to get this fixed if we're going to keep using it. We're going to get pulled over.
yeah, well, you can hold the door in place.
Yeah, again.
Use your muscles. Come on.
I'm sure Tess would be interested in doing this thing up. Putting a
She
V8
said
in
she
it.
won't touch it, and that I asked her for another car. Like, I told her we need another one.
Yep. Yeah, that's
'Cause we
true.
had to put Eli
Maybe
in
if
the
we get
booth.
another bright, luminous one, that will help us sink in.
Mhm.
Blend in.
Oh,
do you
yeah,
think?
yeah.
Luminous green to go with the luminous pink.
It makes us invisible in the urban environment.
Yeah,
so
that's what I
think we
thought.
should do that.
It's like camouflage. That's why it's green.
I'll stick with my wedding wagon.
Yeah.
For now, anyway.
Okay.
I'll, assuming no one's going inside, drive over and just shove the stuff. Are we going inside?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Oh well, if we can just quickly plop the stuff at the place, I can do that. I'll go do that. You go inside. I don't think we need all of us for it.
So,
Sure.
who's going where?
We're loading the crown and the paw into the Winnie wagon, and
You can carry it.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, I'll...
You know, they're not like the paw's reasonably large, but it is covered, so it just looks like you're carrying like a bird cage, maybe. And the crown is actually small enough to like fit in a pocket or something along those lines.
I don't mind
Sure.
driving you there.
The thing about that is like the way you take the roads means it's just as long because it's not very far to the woods if you're taking it. To
Okay,
Cassius.
yeah, sure. In that case, I will just walk it there myself and then leave the other two to do whatever.
Sure, you don't
because-
want a bit of company, you know, just walking around town with something worth more than probably the town itself.
If you want people to think that your thing is worthless, you don't protect it with 1,000 guards.
Well, I'm only one, but appreciate the
But
compliment.
I'm sure you're worth exactly the same.
All right, well, when you get mugged, I told you so. And
Yeah, that's fair
if you
enough.
die to that paw instead of that pistol, then I'll count that as a victory on my bit.
We're heading that direction anyway, so let's just go.
Yeah, come on.
I've dropped the Wii U and bonnet in the parlor, I think.
All right.
Well, just like downstairs, it's not.
In that case, Tess, you hear the bell go off above you, which is currently not your primary concern because you are sitting with two people. They are both very dark-skinned. One of them has very like expansive hair and beard, kind of like a sandy yellow color. And the other one just has like a small kind of like thin goatee and like very, very straight normal hair, also dark skinned. They are from the Hashen, and they are here to collect payment, which is literally all that they've said since they sat down. You've been here for probably about 10 minutes, completely silent. And then you hear the bell go.
If you'll excuse me just a moment. I'll go upstairs and answer the door.
Hi.
Hi! Fancy seeing you here.
I live here.
Yeah. Where are the other two?
I think they were just outside. What's the matter? What?
Might want to come in.
Oh
Just,
God.
we have guests.
You other two are outside, and you can see Tess come up and start talking to Chrys.
You know that deal that we owe on? I'm just gonna like close the door and just kind of chat with them outside before we go in.
Okay, so you take her out to chat. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know that deal that we owe something?
I've got a few going on.
Something to do with a suitcase?
They've
Yeah,
come to
that's-
collect.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 of them are downstairs.
2.
You seemed really
So,
excited about this the other day, like.
You know, I've just had a busy past, day or two anyway. It's been it's fine. I just, do we who pays? Because,
That's up to you.
Well,
so I mean, I don't mind. I just, 2 people.
Is anyone feeling particularly bloated? Like they got a bit spare? I'm
I'll be okay.
I mean, I'll be fine.
Just in case, maybe a backup. In case I don't have enough in the system. So maybe you want to talk to them? They've literally said 2 words. Well, 3 words. 4 words. We've come to collect. And then they sat down and we've been staring at each other for about 10 minutes. So thank God you guys are here because it was super awkward.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, let's
can't
go
even get
inside,
a
not leave
Pop-Tart.
him waiting.
Maybe you don't want to take your swish new toys in if we stick him in a Winnie.
Yeah, okay.
What toys?
We
Found
two.
toys.
I got a Wii U.
You went shopping without me?
memorabilia, antiques.
You went shopping without me.
You went around.
You weren't here. I had to
Antiques.
guess what was a good
Wow.
bonnet. It has 6 bows in it. Do you think that's right?
Do you like museums? It's a bit like that, but more smelly.
Maybe. Ew. What the fuck? What did you go grave digging?
Pretty much. Let's bang him in the car, and
I'd rather keep an eye on him.
you.
Well, just put
You
them
of
in
all
my
people
loft
should
if you
probably
want.
be there.
Yep,
Cass.
I'll keep an eye on the things that and then I will also just let's go in. Come on, come on.
Okay. Okay.
Hey,
All right.
God.
When they recognise what one of them is, and we get killed over it, all
They
I'm
won't see
saying
them.
is,
It's inside things. It's fine.
all right.
They are
All
covered,
right.
so unless they were to be.
Well, it's like they're not nosy
Okay.
then, eh?
Well, who's the backup? Because I don't know if I'm gonna be, I mean, I know I'm like more than enough for so many people, but you know what I mean.
I can volunteer.
As
Yeah.
you walk down as a group of 4, I'm guessing everyone's going down.
Yeah.
They stand up. The guy with the goatee kind of like smooths down his suit.
Sorry, rest of the crew is here. I suppose I will be first. Whoever wants to, take a.
No, watch this.
Want some privacy.
We will need 2.
Right. Yes.
One for me and one for Assad.
Yes. I mean, we can try, from the same person if you want. So that I'm not.
To you.
It just, how much are we talking here? Because, I have a limited supply. Probably.
We need enough to sate.
How much is that?
We're
Enough
talking
to
a lot.
sate.
Okay, how about one of you goes first? I will see how I feel, and then we can go on to the next one. Yeah. All right. Who's up first?
I will go first.
Right. Beanbag chair.
Please.
I'll sit next to the beanbag chair and just kind of wait for him to sit there and put my arm out, I guess.
Would you like to cut or me to bite?
I don't like knives very much, so have at her, I guess.
Okay.
Is it gonna hurt? I don't know. I've only been bitten once in my life, so.
And then he like opens his mouth and his fangs go towards your wrist.
Oh, okay, those are really
And
sharp.
As he bites down, not only does it hurt quite intensely, you also take, I believe it's 2 points of aggravated damage.
Ow! Motherfucker!
Like, Josh, correct me if I'm wrong here.
I honestly don't know.
It
I
might
think
be one.
Maybe.
I think biting is like aggravated 2 points of damage.
I think it is aggravated. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just got
Okay.
manners, eh?
Okay.
To save us going through
Ow.
the rulebook, we'll go with that as like the standard rule. So good news is if you bite other vampires for whatever reason, you do 2 points of aggravated damage. So.
Oh.
Something to remember for later, Chrys.
I have giant claws.
It's true. Is it
Okay.
one? Oh, sorry. Apologies. It's one.
Just one?
aggravated damage, yeah.
All right. Well, I can deal with that. Ow, mother. Fuck. Ow.
And also take 1 point of hunger.
Okay. Yep. It's fine. I'm at 2 hunger. That's manageable.
And
Someone get me a Pop-Tart. Please. It's really.
He retracts his fangs and then licks up your wrist. One moment. Where is it? There we go. Oof, it's not amazing, but it's not too bad. You maybe notice a very minor increase in intensity in his gaze. Maybe he, like, his eyes are a little bit more alive, maybe. Not super obvious, and there's no kind of, like, overt sign of it. It is quite subtle. But he says, now you must choose if Assad goes, or if you would like someone else to volunteer.
You know what? What do you think? Was I palatable enough for you?
Yes.
I feel like I'm gonna regret this. Assad! Have at her, buddy! Maybe, actually, can someone give me a knife, please? I'm gonna... That one actually really hurt a lot.
Yeah, I go and find a knife and hand it
Thank
to her.
you.
And Assad...
No, not that one. It's not clean.
Assad is a fair bit bigger, taller and wider. He looks more kind of like a bouncer, whereas the other one who has not introduced himself, but he is Ket, is a bit smaller, a bit thinner, a bit more wiry. And Assad steps up. Doesn't really say anything. Just kind of, he has to kneel down.
You can sit, beanbag chair, comfy.
There's only one beanbag chair and you're on it.
No, I was beside the beanbag chair.
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
I meant to be beside it so that they can sit in the beanbag chair and I'd be like kneeling
Okay,
beside.
so yeah, in that case, he probably wouldn't get in because he probably wouldn't be able to get out. He's quite a big guy.
All right. Maybe I'll just like stand for this one, or maybe you can sit on the couch. Yeah. How about the other arm? Because, ow. Yeah. Okay. Same blood. I mean, it's all the same. Knife, please.
Sure.
I hand it
Okay.
over.
Thank you. All right. Okay. No, Cass, you do it.
Cass.
Cass.
Wait, you're asking Cass to stab you?
Stab.
I'm
Or...
not asking you to stab me.
Oh, okay, sure. I grab it and I just
Slice.
Ah! Ugh. Okay. Well, it hurt a
take,
little less.
Take 1 superficial damage.
Motherfuck. Okay, that hurt a lot less. Go ahead, Assad. And sorry, your companion's name.
Ket.
Get.
Ket.
It's nice to meet you,
Pleasure.
Ket, by the way.
Pleasure
And
to meet you,
yourself
bud.
as well.
Oh, there's
And,
so many words. That you
Yeah. Assad goes down, and I shouldn't be said in the same sentence with Tess.
It's fine.
And also drinks. Please please add on. Apologies. 2 dots of hunger.
2 dots of hunger? Oh, fuck me. Okay, that's not good.
Mhm.
I'm hungry.
As you start to feel not lightheaded, but slightly parched, like very kind of dry throat, like burning hunger right down here in like the depths of your throat, and like a little bit desiccated. For hunger's a hungry vampire.
Okay. Pop-Tarts are probably not gonna fix this one.
And as Assad stands back up, for the sakes of your kindred, and it wasn't like a big wound or anything, the wound on your hand like starts to heal up and close,
Okay,
like slowly. It's not like Wolverine, but it's like a slow, visible healing there. And Ket says, you have fulfilled your side of the deal for now. More of us will come at other times as needed.
Right. No more than 2, please. God, and maybe, like, definitely not 2 Assad-sized folk at one time.
Assad was just hungry. It could as easily have been me who took that much. But you said you were okay with it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally cool. Definitely cool with this. Yep. Assad, cool. My man, satisfied. All good.
It is acceptable for it to be more than one person. You do not have to.
Yep. I know. I'm just gonna. It's fine. Just a little hungry at this point myself. So, please, if it was satisfactory, maybe it's not going to be the same person. Woo!
Then our deal is upheld. It will continue. We will go.
Okay.
Come, Assad. And they move to the stairs, move up it, very quietly, both of them, and they're gone.
You didn't need us at all, really, then?
You would not believe their hunger rolls. It took so long for any of them to get hungry.
Good.
Yeah.
Did Assad also get, the horny juice?
Assad didn't need to roll.
He didn't look different?
Huh?
He didn't look different or anything? That little bitch. I wasted my good blood. So I'm sitting on the beanbag chair with that done. I need to eat now, hungry, or else I will probably hurt somebody. So,
Do you want to tame your hunger?
well, it's under control for now, but I can tell you for a fact it's probably not gonna. Oh,
No,
it's probably not gonna. What?
Cass offers his wrist.
No.
To ease it. Okay.
This is a lot of things going on. What time is it?
It's getting hot up in here.
Oh.
Should we be watching this?
Bit weird.
What's
Still.
weird about it? It's easy. It's a source of blood.
I'd rather you are definitely like as hungry as I am right now, and I might if I don't have any other options, so I'll keep you in mind, but you're not really my type. So
Okay.
but thanks for the offer, and if I really can't find anyone, I will.
It's good to know that I'm a last resource.
Here is an interesting question for Tess.
Mm-hmm.
He's not your type, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Is he your anti-type? Is he the one thing that you can't feed on?
No, because he's not like a poser of any kind. So
I wanted to check. So he is viable, a candidate. He's just not your preference.
Yeah. Like definitely at this point, because I just got hungry so quick, I can imagine I'm just like, oh, I really need just like a spicy human. A good, like my type. Like, when you get a craving, you're like, oh, I just really want a burger right now. It's like that. But if you really can't find that burger, I guess the chicken nuggets will do.
Poor chicken nugget.
Chicken nuggets are good.
Oh yeah, sure. Just not when you want a burger.
Not when you want a burger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you need any company? Chrys, maybe you want to...
Well, I need to go.
Where are we going? What are we doing? Who are we?
Well, I'm gonna go beat up Max now. So.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go do that.
Why?
Okay. Well, I'm going to the woods anyway, so I can meet you there, or I can leave, whichever.
He was really rude, so it needs to happen.
Yeah, that's fine.
Probably good to have a little chat with him too, seeing he's bouncing around for Lamia at the moment.
I did think
That's
that you could ask him about Lammy stuff, but I need to beat him up first.
He did also. He was the one who requested the meeting for other reasons, which you did ask about. But yeah, just FYI.
all right. I'll
Is
belong.
this like Big Man Max, like the Russian boy
Yeah,
Max?
Chef. Yeah,
Yeah, my former babysitter.
Former babysitter, the one that I owe a fucking Jeep to.
Oh,
Yeah. What was the conditions for that?
Not saying anything to like whatever his face is.
That's you.
Basia.
I doubt you'll owe him a Jeep.
Great.
It depends.
That's less money I need to spend.
We need a Jeep or car too. Right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is the Winnie Mobile finally
You said that
broken
you
down?
want-
You were so adamant on keeping that car with you. And we can still keep it as a memory, you know, tribute to good old Winnie, but it's loud. And I say that from a car that is loud as fuck.
Very visually loud, though, is it?
I've got some things to do, so you argue here. I'll be back in a bit.
Yeah, I mean,
All
I
right,
think I asked what
sure.
time it was, but I will just say.
Oh, time? I spiel off the time.
It's getting closer to probably like. It's probably like yeah, because the time in the maze is a little bit hinky, so it's probably. I think you had your meeting at 3 a.m. correct? 2 a.m.
Jinkies, Velma.
Yeah, so it's probably you got enough time to get there, but it's probably like 1:30, so you should get going
Yeah.
now, kind of thing.
Okay, well, I'm going, so
Okay, but
enjoy
where's
your food.
Cass going?
The forest.
Well, I want to go see like Gravestone at one point.
Oh, do you? Well,
It'd be nice, you know, so I can tell him that I did good and stuff. Probably, I don't know.
And
Sure.
the bell goes off to indicate someone walking through the door upstairs.
Oh
Maybe
my
it's
god.
my type. I'm gonna go up the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah, stops up the stairs as well because she needs to set off.
Is it just Tess and Chris going up there?
I go up there as well because I'm leaving.
Okay. So
I'll follow as well.
yeah, may as
A
well.
little group of us.
Might as well.
Everyone just piles up like visitors.
I'm just curious now.
So as you get up there, you see a medium build man and woman, look in their early 20s, probably, maybe scooching down to the teens. Fairly like not tanned, but like yeah. I don't even really know how to describe it. Kind of bronze skin, I guess. Don't look English at the very least. And when Cassius walks up, the male's face like kind of goes from a very neutral gaze to more of like a lights up a little bit, and there's a bit of recognition there, and raises his hand and says, Segon Odesserun DA. Excuse my pronunciation on this instantly. Sada Gadi Tekon.
Shakon, Atien, Kateri. Kwani Okwatar Karakare. Did I get that right?
It is close.
The actual.
And then
Hi.
then that walks forward and holds his arm out in kind of like the
Yeah,
the
like-
grasp by the forearm kind
Yeah,
of.
he grasps it and like hugs them both.
Yeah.
Um,
And Kateri's like a little, just like a teensy bit smaller than Atian. You don't know Kateri instantly. You have met Atian before.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hi. These are my friends. Hi. Atian and I'm sorry. Who's this?
This is Kateri. She is
Kat-
also.
Atian, Kateri. This is Tess. I guess Marlowe now, and Chrys. They're my coterie mates, and these are my
Family.
family. Yeah.
It is nice to meet friends of Odessa Rundie.
It's not how they know me. They call me Cass.
Sorry. Habits.
What the fuck is happening?
I mentioned I went to America, right?
Yeah.
That's
Sure.
that's where they're from. I studied with them. I lived with them.
That don't sound like English.
It's not. It's Mohawk.
Oh,
Or,
like the in the like, was it the writing?
Yeah, it's Canyon Kaha. It's the. I don't know about the writing. I never really managed that. But yeah. Oh, you mean the writing on the walls that we've seen about town? No, that's
No,
like a hobo code.
I meant in the okay, the files. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Are they,
forgot about
you
that.
know,
Yeah. Yeah, they were the gangrel I mentioned.
Oh, hi.
okay?
Cassius, just FYI, you know for a fact that Atian isn't.
I know.
Oh,
I
okay,
know
okay.
for a fact.
Yeah.
But that's how I referred to them previously.
Yeah.
Well,
We are the same peoples as Winono Veponano, if you know him.
If we know him. Yes,
He-
we know him. Obviously, we know him. Yes.
He is my great grandfather.
Oh,
Well, he was.
um,
We heard the news,
Yeah. I'm sorry.
as am I.
I'm trying to make a family tree in my head right now. Because if their great great grandson and Cass is his son, there's like the bloodline, and then there's like actual like family, and I'm like, which one is which?
Yeah, probably try not to be rude, like you know, trying to do it like straight face, like.
Well, I'm sitting here, I'm just like,
do you guys
I'm not
like? Do you want to come in and not be in the?
Yeah,
parlor
we have
waiting
space
room?
if you need somewhere to stay.
We just have business with you, Cassius. So, we need to
Oh,
talk.
Sure. Would you prefer to do that alone, or do you mind if they're here?
It is family business, but if you trust them, then it is fine with me, Kateri. It's fine with me.
I trust them, mostly.
Then
Wow.
would you like to sit?
Sure. I guess come down to the basement we hang out in.
Of course.
We have a beanbag chair.
And you head back down the stairs. Sorry, guys. You head back down the stairs into the basement.
I'm gonna go down the stairs, plop myself on the couch, and start flipping through Tinder.
Okay. And probably Kateri sits in the beanbag chair. At which point realizes that she like sinks into it and then is like trying to keep balance, kind of. But Atian takes most of the conversation, so I don't really know how to start.
Well, I don't know what it is you need to talk to me about. So,
Did my grandfather ever tell you about your duties to the clan?
No, not really. I know, obviously, that I owe everyone a lot, but I don't think he ever mentioned that I had a specific duty.
Are your friends aware of our clan and of us? The details and the dirty secrets.
Yes, I've trusted them to keep me safe.
Good. That will make this a bit easier then. We are a small bloodline. And, like, you can tell he is repeating things told to him by elders. It's kind of the thing that gets passed down as stories and etc. So his voice takes on a bit more of, like, a authoritative, mature tone as he's kind of going through this. And it is necessary for us to both limit and maintain our numbers. When a maker falls, the child must make. So we have come here to offer ourselves to be your child. Unfortunately, Winnono does not seem to have informed you of this duty.
No. No, he has not. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know you. I don't even know if I can do that.
Let me get this right. Sorry. So Cass is becoming a dad? Is that what's happening here?
I just stare daggers at you.
Like a sire.
Okay. Phew. Isn't there someone else? There's others in the States, right? There's other. I've barely taught these lot their asses from their elbows. I don't think I can teach you how to be one of us. I barely even know what that is.
So, there, okay. As you're saying this, like, Atian has this kind of, sympathetic look in his eyes as he's kind of nodding along. And he says, the bloodline must be maintained. Your maker, moved on. Therefore, your and his bloodline must be preserved. And from the beanbag chair, you hear Kateri being like, I told you he wouldn't do it. And Atian is like, please, Kateri, give him a moment.
How long are you here for?
As long as we need to be here for. It is our duty as well.
Okay. Well, whatever happens, I'm not doing that right now.
This is acceptable. But you should know that if you do not fulfill your duties, you will be banished from the clan.
I what? Okay.
It is not us that is making these choices, it is the elders.
No, I understand. It's just there's a lot going on, and I have to get some things in order before I have to pick one of you.
We are both willing.
Okay. What? Okay.
I know you don't need to. Take a breath.
Would you like some time to think and we can come back another time?
Yes.
When you say yes, Kateri does this like...
Don't get impatient with me. This is a politically tricky city right now. I need to make sure that you're safe and me and my other family, I guess, are safe.
Your
Do
duty...
you have another family?
Your
He
duty
does.
comes before the other things.
I accept that I have a lot of, I guess, inheritance to deal with here, but you're going to have to wait. So please, where are you staying?
We will stay at a hotel or wherever.
Okay, whatever you do, and I just launch into, these are the places you can't go.
Yeah, you'd like them to stay in Flimbridge within your domain.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
This is where we have like the most authority.
Set them up in a warehouse.
They won't want to stay in a warehouse, Tess.
They were staying. The front people were staying in a very nice warehouse. What's wrong with that?
They are kindred. These immortals, they have comfort to deal with.
I
Oh.
was so confused. They gang or the...
Didn't want to interrupt, but can
Oh,
I
they're-
scry one of them?
Sure.
I'd like to scry the one that's doing the talking.
That would be
Either of them
Artyom.
hot?
That would have been while Cass and them, like when they came up with the proposition, and this, like, Marlowe would have just squinted and stared fairly intensely for a bit. Rouse, and
You get hungry.
I do indeed.
I thought I heard Vandy/Tess question of are they hot? The guy is well built, decently. He's not like muscled, but he's toned. Which you can tell. He's not wearing anything too like cumbersome. The girl is more cute than like hot. She has a little bit of a Leah quality to her in terms of but obviously both of them are Native American, and you can't tell specifically by looks or by like their attire, because their attire is very appropriate for just like jeans and shirt and that type of thing. But once you know that they're Native American, you're like, oh yeah, okay.
And we know they're human.
I think at this point, yes, you do.
I'm not going to find out anything else for that roll, so they only have a 1 to beat with their composure subterfuge.
Okay.
Tess, I see that.
If he rolls a 1, then I get nothing. Yep. Technically, I win as it's a draw, do I?
What does Scry the Soul go for again?
For every point I win by, I get to ask 1 question.
Yeah, you can have a question if you like. Yeah. Okay.
can I just go like mood or resonance? So, what sort of their temperament right now? Like,
his temperament is...
yeah, the guy that's been talking mostly.
Yeah. He is more resolute.
Okay.
Like he's been weighing a decision and he decided at some point, and now he's like, you know, fairly set on that.
Cool.
Hey, Cass.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna turn one of them anyways, could I?
No.
What do you mean no?
I mean, no.
I'm hungry. I'm really hungry, and they're both kind of.
Go outside.
Just go.
I need
What am
a
I,
drink.
a dog?
If you're going to stare at them and drool.
They don't seem put
Fine.
out by the conversation, incidentally.
Well, I should ask them.
No.
Well, it's not your choice.
No, I think it is.
Oh my god.
What's your names again?
You asking me?
No, I'm asking them.
The guy says, "I am Asian," and then the girl kind of like pauses for a second and kind of looks you up and down and is like, "Kateri."
Terry. Asien. Has anyone ever fed from you before?
Yes, many times. It is part of
See?
it is part of our duties to feed our family.
Are you family for them?
My family, your family? Mikasa, Sukasa, you know, what's the difference?
You may not feed on us. You do not have the right.
What do you mean I don't? The right?
You have
What
not,
do you mean the right?
You have not earned it.
Earned it. What do I gotta do to earn it? Fucking beg on my knees here?
The members of our family who ascend, they spend every day of their waking life and on death protecting us. Have you done that?
I protect a lot of people. If I even knew who you were, maybe I'd protect you too.
I am
I don't kill
Asian,
people, so.
and I do not believe you've ever protected someone.
Wow. Okay. You don't know me at all. Fuck you. You don't even deserve to be fed off of. So I'm a go, and you can deal with your whole family bullshit yourself. Bye. I'm gonna take off.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Chris, you going with or?
I think that I will let her not kill someone. Okay, I'll see you later. And
Just-
sort of-
Just for, I guess, Chrys and Marlowe,
Hmm.
like while Tess was saying all of that, you could probably tell that Cass was like winding up just in case he needed to do something.
Yeah.
And honestly, I wanted to do this before I left too. Is like I'm stomping up the stairs, but I take like one of the shoes and just whip it at Cass.
Oh,
It hits him in the face, like
Yeah.
he doesn't move.
Yeah. It's just like.
Fuck your
pushes
family.
her up the stairs. We're going. Okay, we're going right now.
Fuck your family. Honestly, bunch of rude ass motherfuckers.
Just go.
Don't deserve you.
Okay.
Humans, honestly, seriously. I spend my life protecting you assholes.
And then it
And
just
for
like
what?
fades as the door, as the bell goes. It's still going like.
Going within scene wise.
Yeah, we'll follow Tess and etc. in a minute.
Unbelievable.
We're currently still in the basement.
Sorry about that.
We understand the pain of hunger and everything, so it is fine.
Okay, well, I will make sure. In fact, I might be able to get my friend, Mr. Williker, to help find you a suitable place. But yes, if you need anything, let me know and I'll get it for you. But I need a little bit of time to prepare. And also, if I'm going to do this, I need to know a lot more about you.
Of course. And I will say apologies. And he kind of like glances at Kateri for a second that this was sprung upon you. We did worry Winono was the best of us.
But also the most forgetful.
He also had his quirks. I loved my grandfather, but
it's fine.
And you realize this is probably the reason why you met, why Winono, like when he took you over there, why you met Atienne, and why you know him and you don't know Kateri is just because Winono was. He didn't tell you that it was his great grandkids, you know, or anything like that. It's very typical Winono, but yeah. So would you like to very quickly and quick narratively wise just take them over and introduce them to P. Williker, get him to set them up with somewhere?
Yeah.
Unless there's anything you'd like to do with them right now, which I think you probably want to head on and do more things.
I wanna put that in a little box.
Oh
put it over here.
Yeah. You doing all right after?
Yeah. Yep. Just.
I did tell you had a test moment coming up soon. A goddamn Winnie as well. Just doesn't tell you these things.
What a mess.
I seem to have worked my way up to 4 hunger as well, so I'm going to break away when Cass goes, and I'm going to try and make an educated guess as to what direction Tess and Chrys went in and go the opposite way.
Okay. You want to do a quick hunt yourself?
Yeah. I assume I don't have much choice of 4 hunger.
I mean, if you let yourself get more hungry, it will be bad. Like,
yeah.
Basically, at 3 hunger, extreme situations will set you off. At 4 hunger, it's like aggravating things will start to get to you, and for example, the thing with Tess, like very appropriate reaction for someone on 4 hunger. Like if it was a little bit more aggravating than that, I would have probably gone for something frenzy-like or along those lines.
Oh dear. Yeah. I will go for a quick solo peck.
So what I will present you with is 2 options. If you want to go hunting, you can do so and reduce your hunger. Absolutely fine. You will need to make a roll, and it will probably take you through the rest of your night, because there's not that much of the night left. The other option is if you have something you want to do, or whatever, and you don't want to risk the roll for things going badly, you do have a place you could go probably try and get something to drink.
That'd be Gimlet's. Skinema?
There's a certain someone who is under your control, technically speaking, who could probably be convinced at this point.
But doesn't she need to drink me as well?
No, not for a while.
Okay.
For now, she is just a regular human who is under the influence of ghouling. It's been a couple of days. Did say you'd go back. Just saying, you could go for the role, but that is also an option.
I want to roll because I know the temptation will be there. Can I roll, I don't know, set myself a little, I don't know, composure test or something, just to try and let the dice favor this a little bit?
I mean, you've never really been good at the hunting, have you, mate? So
I think
I really want to be able to do the Chicago accent, but like imagine a Chicago accent, right?
Come on, buddy, go get a drink.
Why not go see the old
Broad.
Broad? Thank you. Go see the Broad. Maybe you can get something.
I will go and see if she's all right.
Good idea. While you're there.
Because I care.
While you're there, maybe you could get a drink.
I don't think I'll have any choice, but sure. Yeah, go on then.
Okay.
I want to go see Max as well, but nah. No. Chrys is a good Bob Ross, so she can talk to him.
It's a Bob boss.
It's a Bob boss. Yeah. Well, just wait. Okay. Yep. So that's what I'll do.
So you're heading over to oh god,
Christine's.
Christine. Yeah, there you go. Okay. And that'll give you time later in the night if you want to do anything as well. It doesn't require a roll to hunt.
Okay.
Okay, so Cassius, before we head off to the ladies and possibly a lot of shouting, you're heading off to your campsite.
Oh yes.
Instantly, Conan is there, and so is Saturday still.
Ah, okay.
It's been I think let me calculate, 4 days since you left him there.
Okay.
About 60 episodes.
Yeah.
Because I've seen people in the chat being like, "Oh, where's Saturday?" I'm like, it's been like 3 or 4 days. It hasn't been that long. It's just been a lot of episodes.
Okay, yeah. I go in, I murmur to myself, not particularly passionately, and walk out of the mist and probably see Saturday poking something. I don't know.
You can hear Saturday like round the other side of the camper van, like by the door. Is probably like sitting on the step. But you do also see like a stick fly, and then a huge like shaggy grey like running after it. So, and we will switch over to a hangry Tess and also Chrys.
I took it in my head that Chrys has just grabbed her and dragging her along because she's got to go to this.
Yeah.
Come on.
Can you believe them? I can't even fucking believe them. Honestly, I just did the whole freaking... What do you mean never protected anyone in my life? What the fuck does... Like, I protect humans all the time. And, like, I'm trying to protect you guys? What the fuck?
Yeah, huh?
Seriously, what was the fucking look on their face? Like, why are they fucking humans? And then knowing, like, what is this? Is this breaking the masquerade? Are we, like... Is this a
maybe
problem?
stop shouting it? Like... And then...
Masquerade?
I can't, she's laughing.
I'm sorry, something about that like very vague agreement just hit too close to home. Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah, look, I mean, they knew before it wasn't us, so...
Yeah, but, like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What, he just went to America and, like, went to school with these people and they show up at our house?
Yeah. I mean, he said that he went and, like, hung out with the gangrel, right? And they were Winnies.
They're not gangrel. They're fucking humans.
I know that.
Yeah, well. So where did lies stop? Like, can I even trust Cass anymore? Like, motherfucker offered me, like, his blood, like, fucking whatever.
I mean, he does have a different name.
Yeah. What is his real name? Who even is he? Never protected anyone in his life. But fucking believable. They don't know me.
As we're walking, Chrys is kind of keeping an eye out for someone to be like, you need to be eaten for Tess.
You don't fucking know me.
Oh,
take someone down.
I do have one question for, just purely because it's fairly in character. If you can remember the name they used for Cassius, specifically Chrys, you have a habit of like looking up languages and stuff. I was just wondering if you'd like to do a search for that.
Your microphone was quiet, so I kind of missed it.
Oh,
so
sorry. Like you have a tendency to look up.
I think it was like, who are these people? What is going on? No, she didn't really.
Okay.
Per se.
That makes sense. Yeah. Carry on.
So we'll carry on. I mean, I know. Okay, I know. Let's just have something to eat, and then we'll be maxed up, and then we'll feel so much better.
Let's go to hell.
No, I'm literally dragging.
We're going to
in the
hell.
opposite direction.
And I turn and start walking the other way.
Tess, I am already.
We're going to hell.
You don't have time for a diversion. Like, otherwise you will miss your meeting with Max.
I haven't let go.
I'm like tugging her.
Okay. That will be a... What the hell is vampire tug of war? Strength stamina.
Okay.
Someone's gonna win.
Hold on a second. Strength, stamina, strength. Oh, hold on a second. Strength plus stamina. Motherfucker.
It is like you are... It's like you've been handcuffed to something. That like trying to pull against Chrys is basically... Yeah, it's like trying
Let me go!
It's trying to push a house over. Basically.
Let me go to hell!
But you just don't have a strop. God.
What do you just...
You did, like, it was so good, and you were so collected yesterday, and right now we're gonna go eat someone, okay, en route. But
En route? What am I, fucking getting a meal to go? Like,
yes.
do I look like the kind of...
Efficient.
I want a 5-star dining experience right now, okay? To get rid of whatever bullshit that... Whatever the fuck his name is now, because I'm not calling him Cass. Whatever his name is, whatever his fucking family does, okay? You know what? Winnie was a saint. Cass? Problematic.
Chrys, very quickly, how hungry are you?
1.
Oh, okay.
So I'm good.
Yeah, no, if you were a bit hungrier, I'd probably, like, question if you wanted to keep bringing, like, because you don't need Tess with you for this.
I am trying to stop her from going and...
Well, if she go, I mean, what I will say...
havoc.
Yeah, what I will say is if she goes to hell, at least she'll be under her sister's supervision.
Unless Chrys has a better suggestion.
Currently, Chrys is walking down the road looking for someone to throw Tess at to feed her. So, you know.
Hey, I went feeding with you, okay? You said that you were gonna go my route one time, and now's the perfect opportunity.
You are not pulling this card right now.
Yes, I am.
Wow.
So move it.
Wow.
That's a callback to episode 1.
You are really going to... Fine. But if I don't get someone hot enough, I'm not fucking feeding on them.
Cool. And we'll carry on walking, because I kind of assume we stopped at that point to be like a little.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You kind of locked in as she was like yanked. She's like, come on, get in, like trying to drag her arm.
Chrys is really looking for someone now.
Have you ever seen a kid at a fair or something having a tantrum and their parent won't let them go and they're just like, no! And then they like fall over and they're crying and they're being dragged along. That's kind of how I imagine it was.
That's
yeah.
what I was channeling.
It's like that, but the college version where she's in heels and a little too drunk, you know?
Oh god.
Yeah.
Flashbacks. So many flashbacks.
I've been both of the people.
I was
Yeah, it's just-
I was working on the door when those things happened. It's not. Yeah. Anyway.
Good
Very
times.
cathartic, okay?
The worst thing to be in those situations is sober and also working. So you'd like to look out for someone hot?
Looking for literally anybody.
Oh, literally anybody? Okay.
And then it's like, are they hot enough?
I mean, you definitely see people, and every now and then you will see someone like taking a shortcut where you could, you know, kind of trot and catch up with them and probably get them in the alleyway.
You need to be looking at these people too, Tess.
I'm looking at the hot people on my phone, so this is your feeding, isn't it? So you should probably choose something, and if it's not good enough, then too bad.
That guy. Then that of it, like, look.
Guy like walking into an alleyway. He has he has like a suit on, but it's like one of those white suits, like with the sleeves rolled up.
Does he?
I'm not sure about Chrys. Am I picking?
Can I do a hotness roll? Like...
Well, yeah, because Chrys was literally like that guy. So what I will tell you is he is extremely attractive. What I will also tell you is that he seems like a fucking poser. Because he's basically dressed up like Michael Jackson. And it's very cheesy. It's about a decade out of style as well.
God. No. Next.
Okay, well, pay attention and help me out.
Tess.
Hey, well, can you not make him look like a fucking poser?
No, I
Tess.
can't change people's appearances.
Well, you can definitely choose. Actually, you can change people's appearances. I've made you dress better since we've met. So.
Tess.
Mhm.
Would you please roll me a resolve and composure?
Oh, spaghetti. Oh.
Do I have to? All right.
Well, your resolve isn't too bad.
No, but my composure's not great.
It is not great.
It's a 2.
Is that crit? Okay, no.
It's almost no.
How do you have 0 in resolve?
I have 1 in resolve. No, I have 3 resolve and
Oh, it rolled
1
0
composure.
d10.
Tess.
Probably because of my hunger.
No, it's-
Wait, how is that possible?
How is what possible?
I'm
0
just got
d10?
confused.
You have 4 hunger and 4 dice. So.
Oh, so it detracts. Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Tess. You get a whiff of something in the air. You can taste it in your on your tongue. And you recognize this smell. It is the smell of fear and adrenaline and meat.
Wait. And I just like hold on to Chris's arm. This way. And I yank her and start going towards that direction.
Okay.
And Chrys is gonna let herself be pulled along a little bit.
Okay.
Go
It
with it.
is down the alleyway where that guy just went.
Is it that guy or is it something further along?
Seems like it might be that guy.
Okay, well, I'm gonna. Do I get close enough to see that it actually is that guy?
Yep. And like it's like an alleyway and then into like kind of an open courtyard bit, and he's kind of just getting closer towards the end of the alleyway.
I'm going to.
You feel like you start to feel this like thrill of adrenaline yourself, as if you're like, I mean, you've been down that right path before. You know that feeling, and it's the feeling of starting a hunt. Like the hairs start to, you get like not pins and needles, but that kind of like goosebump, hair raised feeling.
Okay. I'm going to let go of Chris's arm and kind of like fairly quickly walk up to him and just be like, where do you think you're going?
First thing that needs to be resolved is Chrys is holding on to you, so she has to let go of you.
Oh. I guess, walk as far as I can without it looking like Chrys is like holding me back.
I think
and
Chrys isn't like dragging her, but she's still like holding on and walking up.
She is going towards the guy you suggested.
Yeah, it's like, but I also know that she is very hangry.
Yeah.
And
if I yanked my arm
has-
away from Chrys, would she still hold on?
Would you like
in this case?
Would you like to try?
Yeah.
She's definitely not like
Okay. That
super
will be
tight grip, so I'll lose a dice for it, I think.
That will be a strength. You don't lose a dice because that
No.
will be a strength and stamina. Tess, please add 2 dice.
Okay.
Okay.
You could win this.
With 2 dice?
Adding 2 dice to your standard.
Yep, you win it.
So 4.
Yeah. So as you're kind of walking towards him, you kind of yank your arm, and that like steel vice grip that you felt before, it's still kind of there, but it just like your kind of forceful pull just Chrys can't hold on, and you're free and you're moving down the alleyway.
Where do you think you're going?
What? Who? And like there's a moment where he's kind of like, roll me a wits insight very quickly.
Insight, where are we? Wait, insight. Investigation, intimidate. Where's... Oh, there it is. 3.
You're used to intrigue and interest when you approach someone. Very often on club and etc. This time, it's more shock and fear. You don't know what you look like, but...
I almost don't care.
You're pretty hungry.
Mm-hmm. I said, where do you think you're going?
I was just heading to a bar.
Mm-hmm. And what exactly are you trying to be?
I'm not trying to be at anything. I'm just...
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Looks like you're trying a little hard, buddy.
And he looks around you and sees Chrys behind, like standing there. Like, what is this? What's going on?
Consider this a favor.
She does
An
this
upgrade.
sometimes. She's very fashionable.
And I'm actually... Can I feed and also do a lingering kiss at the same time?
You can.
I can, yes,
Yeah.
I can. I'm going to do a lingering kiss on this guy.
Intriguing. Okay, roll me a strength brawl with 2 extra dice.
Mm-hmm.
And I may need to look up the details of a lingering kiss.
I have them in my sheet.
Holy
That's a
crap.
4.
That's a 4.
Actually, that's a crit.
Holy crap.
That's 2 10s, so that's a 6.
No successes. The floor is yours. Do as you wish.
All right. So I have to do the lingering kiss. So victim gains a bonus equal to half the user's presence. So 2.
Honestly, it was kind of lucky that you failed that resolve willpower, because you let yourself slip, which meant you went after this dude. But if you'd have pushed it longer, it would have just been getting worse and worse. So
Yeah, I bet.
while that kind of like inner wolf of you is taking precedent right now, and it's urging you to hunt and specifically to eat, not to feed.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't overpowering.
Okay.
You're
That's good,
not
at least.
you're not in that kind of animalistic chase them down, like hobble them, and then feed and like strip the carcass, get as much meat as possible kind of thing. Which I will say Tess doesn't know is a possibility, but I will say to Vandy, it's a possibility if you go too far down this route.
Fair enough. Okay. So I'm gonna walk up to him, and I'm going to first like take his wallet, like wherever it is, out of his pocket. I'm guessing. Open it up.
I'd say going off these rolls, at this point you are so you're like an avenging angel beast, type presence. I think it probably works its way into your presence as well, where usually you're like enchanting and stuff. Now you're just kind of like
Like
so he's
scary.
literally like rooted to the spot, terrified. He maybe pisses himself a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna take his wallet and just kind of look at it, and let me see. Does he like what is? I'm gonna make you dig for this NPC, okay?
Okay.
What does he do? Like, does he have like anything regarding his job? I need to know why I found he was a poser before.
Right. He's a yoga instructor. But he also does like Zumba and some of those other ones which are kind of like pseudo workouts.
So your body's a temple,
And yeah, he's like still frozen to the spot. And
How about you start living a little bit more true to what, you actually are, huh? Instead of pretending to be this big time, I don't know, spiritual guide or whatever.
I'm going to have you roll another composure and resolve, just purely because you're starving and you really need to eat.
God.
So it's if I may, it's probably like that's what you intend to say to him, and you take his wallet and you're like yoga, like Zumba, etc., etc. And you like lean forward to say like, all of that, like, hey, listen, buddy, you need to and you just like lose your shit and just
Okay.
and like clamp down on his neck and just start drinking, and it's just like, yeah, he's gone. He's lost in a whirl of being fed on.
Okay. And so I'm gonna.
So take off 2 dots of hunger.
Okay.
Chris is sort of
the bat.
brushed up when she like.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair
Like,
enough.
easy there.
If you'd like, you can take another dot of hunger. He will get to borderline blood loss area.
No. I want him alive because I want to try something.
Roll me a composure and resolve again, please.
Okay.
Because unfortunately, you started off very hungry, and it's not quite enough.
It's 2. All right, I'll take another dot then.
Take another dot. He starts to kind of like his eyes roll back up into his head. Chris, at this point, you can tell that
Tess, hey, now off.
Which given your like, given the fact that you've gone down to, I think you're back to 1 hunger now.
Yeah.
You can just about compose yourself to the point where you can stop feeding if you like. However, he is a poser, kind of a douche, and it would feel really great to just take everything. You don't have to. It's at this point, it's totally up to you. However, there is a small part of you which is tempted. I will say that.
Yeah. No, the thing about the you don't protect anyone thing is still ringing in my head. So
Also,
I'm just gonna stop.
Also, Chrys is there, and I think
She's not far from dragging you off if you don't.
yeah, I would also say, like, and please correct me if I'm off on this one, but I think the person Tess cares, who has an opinion about her the most, is probably Chrys.
Yeah.
So, like, killing someone in an alleyway would probably not be something Tess wants Chrys to see her do.
Nope.
So
definitely not.
Again, with all of those, like, I wanted to make note of the temptation, but given the situation, there's no compulsion there. Like, there's enough pulling you back away from the kill.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of rip your head back, and like that kind of like vampiric like
Mm-hmm.
Like the quenching of your hunger, of your thirst is so intense. It is, as always, just a little bit better than sex.
Yeah.
Tess, what?
And
Clean up. Come on.
He's like a rag doll in your arms at this point.
Oh, Jesus. Tess.
God. Put him down. I don't want to.
Oh, for God's sake. Chrys is gonna kind of bully Tess out of the way a little bit.
No, wait. I gotta tell him.
I'm gonna just clean yourself up a little bit.
Just clean myself up.
Yeah, you got some blood around. You've got some blood around your mouth and on your shirt. It's a little bit messy.
And I guess Chrys is she's gonna have to lick the wounds so it's sealed.
Yep.
But like,
Okay. You're not hungry, so you aren't tempted.
Just gonna lie him down a little bit so it's not ragdolly.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm gonna try and like rouse this guy a little bit so he's awake.
Roll me.
I do have a specialty.
Intelligence and medicine. With your yes. We'll call that specialty medicine, not what it is. So I'll switch that over. That's one of those things where I look back at it, I'm like, why do we have that? So yes, you can use your first aid basic specialty.
So I'll get an extra dice there. Bam, please move your butt. Thank you. Oh no, I'm gonna reroll 3.
Okay.
Okay, it's still only passed by 1.
One success. He looks fine. He just needs to sleep it off.
Can I put him like in the recovery? I don't know. I'm gonna put him on his side so he's not.
You put him on his side, sure. You just like roll him over a bit, and he's like on his side and like just up against the wall into the alley.
Tess, that is too much.
It's not. He's fine. Look at him. Ugh. Probably had it coming, to be honest.
I'd like to leave them walking when we leave. I was gonna wake up in an alleyway and be kind of muddy and gross.
He also wet himself.
And now there's pee. And now his suit's yellow.
Maybe you shouldn't have worn a white suit as a yoga instructor. Ugh.
What?
He's a yoga instructor. Look at his.
We'll just put his wallet. I don't. Maybe throw the wallet. Oh, throw the wallet. Make it look a bit like he was mugged.
You throw the wallet.
God's sake. Snatch
Would you like to also walk away from the crime scene?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be like, I kind of feel bad leaving him, but.
Oh, you checked him medically.
He seems
He's
fine. And I'm like.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just put Just take.
You want to take the money out and throw the wallet in like a.
And just. Down the road.
How much money's in his wallet anyway?
It's about 200 quid. More like 180, when you look
Why,
closer.
why is he carrying this? Okay, well,
Night out. You never been on a night out before?
I don't carry much money.
Give enough
Yeah,
for a
card.
tab or something, and then let's go.
Well, if we're stealing his wallet to make it look like a mugging, we can't give him money.
Give him some money.
He can walk home. He walked here, and Chrys is gonna like throw it in a garden or in a bin or something, just like
Yeah.
somewhere.
Wait, why are you not taking it?
I took the money out and threw the wallet. Is
Just,
what?
no, hold on a second. I want to see his card and stuff because I did kiss him, so
Oh,
maybe I'll need to get into contact with him so I can check in that he's not being a fucking poser later on.
you got it. You got it. Because we need to move from
Sure.
here.
Yeah, I got his business card.
Right. And that's gone. And she's like semi-dragging Tess again
Yep.
to where she's meeting Max, which is no
Drag me. I'm
fun.
fine.
Then
God.
hurry up.
Ugh. Where are we going? Why are you in such a hurry?
Because I'm late. I was supposed to meet
For
Max
what?
at 2. I'm
What are
meeting
you
Max
late
up.
for?
Meeting Max up.
Oh, you weren't.
And
You weren't
no.
beating Max up?
Yeah.
Can you even beat him up? He's like huge.
No, yeah, it's pretty easy.
All right, well, I'm down to watch.
You,
So
I got money to bet, so.
are you not as intense going to hell anymore?
No, I don't want to go to hell anymore.
Okay.
No, now I'm just like, cool, night out, let's go.
All right. So you head off towards Max and the meeting place. Hopefully, we'll get there by the end of the session.
Poor Max has been stood up for his beating.
Yeah, honestly, you're about like you're late for it now. By the time you get there, you'll probably be about 15, 20 minutes late.
Wait 20 minutes.
Sure. So let's head over to You know what? Before we head over to Cassius, Tess and Chrys, if you have anything you need to say, or even if you don't, have a very quick conversation. She needs to pee so badly.
Why do you need to beat up Max? Is this like a date? Do you guys have
No.
a date?
No, because
He's kind of weird.
he is kind of weird. And anyway, he thinks you're pretty, so that's nice for you.
Yeah, but like, who doesn't? Come on.
Well,
Well, except for those two assholes who are in Cass's family or whatever.
which two assholes?
The two that were sitting in our living room that are apparently Cass's family.
Oh, well, they might have found you pretty, but like they have their whole God, I have to deal with that again.
Who passes up the chance to be fed on by a very gorgeous vampire? Let's be very
Probably
very honest.
most people, to be honest.
If you were a human, would you not want to be fed on by this?
Not
Like me.
really.
Yes, you would.
No,
Don't even
no.
lie. Why would you say something like that to me?
I mean, I've just told you you're pretty. I just don't want you to eat me either.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna kill you.
That's not the point. That's not the bar here.
What is the bar?
I'm sorry I've offended you.
No, I'm just saying, if you're a human and you saw this face, wouldn't you be like, damn, she could eat me?
No.
I don't believe you.
Fine.
I'm totally betting on Max.
Do we need to carry on for a little bit? Is there something that needs to be worked out here? Or have we kind of got into a sullen silence where both sides are like, oh, right.
Thing is, it's like fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna be betting on Max.
Good. I'm gonna win a lot of money.
So, Cassius.
Does Marlowe need to feed?
Yes, but he's headed off to
He's left you.
Yeah. So he's headed up to kind of further into town, and you're headed. Well, you headed.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you just walked into the
yeah. I'm in the forest with Saturday and Conan.
where immediately there's like a.
I wrestle Conan for a couple of minutes, and I'm like, "Oh God, you're heavy." Hi, Saturday.
Hello, Cassius.
Do you wanna come out of hiding?
Sure.
I mean, obviously not hiding. You know.
Which hiding do you mean?
This place. Sorry, it was just a turn of phrase.
Yes, it has been nice, but I find at this point I am too much with my own thoughts. And
Right. No, I know exactly what you. Oh. Even when you're dead, when they put their paws on your balls, it still hurts.
yes, he does have a tendency to go to the
Gosh, you're
back.
so heavy. Get off. No, don't like. Yeah. Okay. Saturday. Yes, I will lead you out. Just give me a minute. It picks up now slightly muddy carpet, puts inside with crown.
Yeah.
Oh God. Right. I don't know how Tess feels about this anymore, but I was planning on meeting a patron sort of mine. And I think you might be interested to meet him, but if there is something you need to do in town, that can basically wait as long as you need it to.
I do not really have any ties except for you know, my friends. So,
well,
I'm
things have gotten a little difficult outside, and I basically explained the vague situation to him, so he's caught up, and then I'm like, this is where we are. If physically, this is where we can safely go without telling everyone else.
Do you tell him the Sire situation?
I do not.
Okay, just needed that for reference.
And so that's essentially what it boils down to. We're going to be on our own for a bit, but we have a lot of new friends. So I think you should find a place within Flintbridge that can be your own. We can find somewhere we can put you up. We're going to take care of you.
I could maybe do some things as myself, as a like in the Memorie territory, and then
Absolutely.
maybe in a little bit I would be. I could do some. I could help with all of you with what needs to be done, but I would still like some time for myself. You know, just not. I don't know.
I have an idea.
I had a strange dream. I did not
oh.
think we dreamt. But
What dream? What was the dream?
just times before, something that happened.
With Winnie.
Yes.
I think you know better than most that he's not all gone.
No, he's not.
Some things of him remain. You can tell me if you want.
One day?
Sure.
Okay. And he's like, at this point, he's like kind of pushing dirt around with his finger, pretty much, in kind of like a distracted, childish way.
yeah, I lock up the van or the camper and call Conan to heal, and then say, "Do you want to watch Chrys beat the shit out of someone?"
Okay.
It's a friendly match, mostly. Let's go.
I did try to have a longer walk at some point, and as you said, the mist it swallows and then it expels right back where I was. So
Leads you back where you are, unless you've got the key.
whatever you have done or had done to this place, it is very impressive.
Yes. Yes, it is. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's get you out of here.
And incidentally, like, as the tone took a slightly more serious note, like, Conan also, like, mellowed, and he was a bit more kind of, you know... basically, he adapted to your mood, specifically. And, like, chilled out a bit from the... Because there was a point where he was, like, going after your hand, and then when you and Saturday started talking, like, obviously you got more serious, and Conan kind of, like, sat and just went a bit more, like, business dog.
Yeah.
And you'd like to head to the meeting place.
Yes.
Because of your immaculate timekeeping skills, you get there on time, which means that Max is there, but Chrys is not. Did you and Max ever meet? I don't think
Yeah,
you
we
did.
met in the puzzle box.
Oh, of course. You are Chrys's...
Cassius.
Chrys's
Chrys's
Cassius. Yes.
Yes.
Hello again.
Hi, you're Chris's Max, right?
Maxim. People call me Max, but Maxim Nenashev.
Hi, Max.
I work for Chrys' Sire.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's normally got better timing than this.
Do you work for Chrys?
Yeah.
I think I may one day end up doing same. For now, I'm not, but
Oh, we'll be on the same team then.
sounds good. He looks at his watch. She isn't. She seems like the type of person who would be on time.
She normally is. She might have some company that is a little tardy. But she'll be here eventually.
Okay. Well, do you want to warm up with me, or
Warm up?
Yeah. like I punch you, you punch me, kind of thing?
No.
No.
No, I don't want to warm up.
Okay.
But
It's alright. I'll punch tree.
sure. You punch a tree. Maybe you could headbutt it as well, see what that does.
Do you want to see? I can do that.
Yeah, sure, go on then. Gonna watch this fucking guy headbutt a tree.
Okay, so it will be strength and stamina with added fortitude. It's not bad.
Oh my god.
He just very simply walks up and goes, and like his head just indents into the tree, and then when he takes it away, there's almost like a face shape in the tree.
That's That an ancient gangrel technique?
Is ancient Russian technique.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
You
Yeah,
should,
so
you should go on YouTube sometime. You see a lot of that stuff.
Uh-huh. I'd say the dancing. That was pretty cool. You're a native Russian speaker, right?
No.
Could you teach me some?
Is this like hello, how are you, or more like detail?
Just somewhere to start. It's not something I've done a lot of.
I mean, if you...
And I'm just basically doing this to pass the time, and every now and again I will like interject with questions about Chrys, like, how do you know Chrys? Why will you be working for her? But more subtle than that.
Okay.
And I don't.
Okay. In that case, it means I don't have to look up any Russian. Roll me a...
I now have 1 point in Russian.
Manipulation subterfuge.
Manipulation subterfuge. Okay, sure.
Do you actually have a point in Russian?
No, I don't.
You
gonna.
You can if you like, seeing as Chrys and Tess are gonna take a little while, and you have a good like competency with languages, you can take a dot in conversational Russian. Because you'll learn enough to be like, hey, how are you? Like, nothing important, but you can maintain the bare minimum with anyone who can speak Russian.
I might save that for later. But yeah, let's do the manipulation subterfuge.
You don't get that much.
No.
Unless you'd like to reroll one.
Nope. Cass is not gonna bother.
Yeah, it's not really like a massive failure on your part. It's more that you can
He
kind of...
probably says some of it in Russian. I'm like, right, really helpful, thanks.
He does say some of it in Russian, but also he is used to kind of keeping a guard there, like in terms of information and etc. So you probably get the bare basics, which is that Vassia exists and that Chrys was sired by Vassia and that Max works for Vassia.
Yeah. All stuff I sort of figured out, but
you kind of figured out, but
is nice.
Didn't know for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, before Chrys and Tess turn up, let's skip on over to Marlowe, who I think we will fade in on as he is ringing the doorbell type thing for like outside.
While I was eating a cracker. Marlowe's going to, assuming he's got some change left from Max Adventures, just pick up a Chinese on the way over.
Oh, yeah.
He's polite like that. I'm thinking Singapore noodle, egg fried rice, and something sweet for a side.
You could maybe
crispy seaweed.
Oh, I was gonna go with the like dumplings.
Dumplings, yeah. Prawn toast, yeah. Go on.
Prawn toast, dumplings,
bit of everything. Far too much food for one person.
Some vinegar dip.
That'll do. I'll pick that up and stroll on over.
Okay. And you wanna?
Yeah.
There's a kind of hello.
Hey, it's me again.
Oh, and you hear her like start saying DC. Yeah. Oh, are you wanting to come up?
Yeah, you
I could come down if you like and let you in, or I can just buzz you in if you remember where I am.
You stay there. Don't worry. I'll come up. Are you
you want me to
not
buzz you in?
Yeah, if that's all right.
Like a zzz. And then
He sort of takes a glance around before he steps in, just like anyone sat in a car that looks Russian looking at him, or just anything that's obvious. But
you couldn't roll if you're like proper kind of worried about being followed, or like a barest glance. Okay, In that
He
case, wits awareness.
It'll be like a 10-second stare, and it would have been on the way leading up as well, a bit like
No,
like who's in this car.
I'll count it as approach and then momentary pause to kind of before you buzz the thing, and I'll let you know.
Not too hot today.
You can reroll 2 if you'd like.
Yeah, because he would be super cautious. 4.
Yeah, four's decent. As far as you can tell, you haven't been followed. There are a couple of people who are like maybe dodgy, but just to be careful on the way here, you kind of did a couple of double backs and then,
Okay.
went down an alleyway you didn't need to, and then like hooked around and etc.
Okay. So with that, I'll pop up the stairs.
Okay. And do you want to knock on the door?
Yeah. I'm just going to listen first. Is there anyone? Because she started mumbling something. I'm like, is there someone in there or?
Okay.
So I just want to listen and see if there's like, oh my god, he's here.
Do you want me to go off that wits awareness roll, or would you like
Sure.
to do another one? Okay. You can hear something on the other side of the door, like just very, very kind of soft, like there's someone there.
Scary moment right now. Knock, knock.
The first knock you do, the door immediately opens to her like smiling face. She's like, DC Marlowe.
Yeah.
Come in. And she shuffles back, and she's like very, a little bit, she seems a little bit wired, maybe a little bit kind of like, energized.
You're
And
right,
you can guess that she was the one who was just waiting by the door.
Yeah, just like, is he eye through the peephole? Hey, I hope you don't mind Chinese. Any preference or?
Oh no! Oh wow! I haven't eaten for like a day. Oh yeah, no, that would be lovely. Thanks.
Yeah, you
and
should
she kind
probably.
Of, like, she kind of like takes it and then like takes it over to the table and like sits down, starts putting it out, and she's like, "Oh, sorry, where are my manners? You come and sit and yeah."
Yeah, just a quick checkup. That's all.
And she kind of bustles over to the kitchen, like brings up a plate. Like, yeah, I was wondering whether you'd come back, but
Yeah,
here
well,
you are, so.
Yeah, let's say circumstances have driven me this way. Not that I'm complaining, I guess.
No, it's lovely to have you here. And she starts like spooning out the rice onto her plate, and then some of the what was the other? It was
Singapore noodles.
Singapore noodles, yeah.
Yeah, with a side of egg fried and all the other good stuff that comes with it.
Are those quite spicy? Singapore noodles.
I think there's a little bit of a kick.
Okay.
I don't think it's kind of like Szechuan, but
yeah, but there's let's go with like medium kind of.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a fire to it.
So she kind of starts like digging in and etc. And she like kind of looks over. She's like, so what brings you? And like finishes eating and goes, so what brings you here?
Partly checkup, I guess. I'm partly a bit of work.
Okay.
Maybe, but
well,
let's do the checkup first, eh? How are you doing?
I'm great. You would not imagine that I got stabbed a few days ago. Like I don't know how. The leg is almost completely healed. There's just kind of like a little scar tissue and like a kind of scab. And as I said, I forgot to eat because I didn't need to. I just have so much energy, and like you don't notice yeah.
Okay, well that's settled a few concerns. Still, as we said before, probably best not to tell everyone that you've got a leg stab injury that's healed.
No, I didn't even tell anyone I just said I was ill, like a little bit ill, and I've taken a couple of days off work. But I think now I can probably go back. So, it's
cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's I don't want you getting carted off anywhere for telling stories.
I would still. I'd like to know what happened because obviously it's bizarre. But only if you want. You know, you don't have to.
Well,
It's only...
the truth is, I don't really understand it all myself that much.
Okay.
I know more than you do. Let's leave it at that. But I'm still figuring it out.
Okay.
I could say so. But
you... Sorry, it's kind of rude. Maybe...
No. Go on.
I mean, you weren't like bitten by a spider or something, maybe?
No.
Or
No,
like,
bitten
you know,
by something, but...
Or like there was a car crash and you got hit by radioactive chemicals, or...
Something far more messy, but...
Okay.
Not so appropriate for a comic book, you could say.
Sorry,
Yeah,
no. So I don't mean to pry. I mean,
No, that's
obviously,
all
if
right.
you don't want to talk about it, it's fine.
Maybe another time.
Sure.
I don't really want to ask for this, but I'm in a bit of a sticky situation at the mo, and...
No, you don't have to... No, like, you literally saved my life, so anything I can do for you is scant repayment.
Well, let me run an idea by you anyway, and see what you think of this.
Okay.
Inside your work are some things that I could do with having a peep at, you could say.
Okay.
The documents that are in there, some of them might help, and I can't keep walking in there asking for stuff because I can't afford to pay the bill, quite simply. So
Sure.
I could do with, let's say, having a remote peep. So snap a picture, something like that.
Oh, okay. So you kind of just, if you have like a file that you wanted a reference to for work.
Yeah.
And obviously it's difficult to get in, and there's all the paperwork and bureaucracy, and yeah, I mean, you know, I could I have a question, if you don't mind.
Sure.
So, and she like starts playing with like the hem of her dress a little bit, and she's just like, so whatever you did when you saved me, I don't really remember the details, but I've never felt better. And like, maybe if I'm you know, doing that favor for you, you know, we could
do a bit, yeah.
like a trade, right? Does that sound?
That's
Because I you know, if you want, I can totally just, if you want the files, I could just take the files for you. If that's better.
I'd rather it didn't look too obvious.
Oh.
If they go missing, then
No, of course, yeah.
people ask questions. I was kind of hoping the Chinese would win you over, but it seems that you're probably a better negotiator than me.
Well, I can do other things. If you need
No,
someone tailed,
no, that's all right.
Like, you need someone tailed.
Right,
and,
tailing, yeah. No, don't. You're all right. Yeah, don't worry. It's let's stick with the paperwork for now.
Okay.
Let's stick with that, and we will. Are you sure it's safe? First up, I mean.
Sure.
And I'm going to wits insight her.
Okay.
Like, he's an idiot, but he's not. Well, he's not that.
I wouldn't say he's an idiot.
He's not an idiot, but he's not entirely clued up on how to speak to. He's not used to women being like this around him. They're normally far more evasive.
And he's had a lot of experience watching the film that was Mac, where, yeah, pretty good.
Okay.
You get the impression that she's not worried about it, but at the same time, she probably isn't worried about much currently. She's running on a high. So
Yeah.
to the best to the best of your ability, she's telling the truth.
Yeah.
But it's what she believes is the truth, as opposed to a definitive she's going to be fine doing that. So you apologies for the way it's worded. It's how it is at the moment.
I get what you're saying. Look, I get that you're feeling good, but think like a spy, eh? We got to be super cautious about this. If anyone finds out, you've seen what happens in films, right?
Yeah. No, I understand that. I just want to, want to help you however I can. And if this is it, then I'm down. I can be sneaky and I can be a spy. I'm happy being a spy.
I'm going to take that camera out, which I'm going to assume that I took back from Cass when I saw him after the meeting.
Also, while you're while there's like a pause in the conversation, she leans forward to get some more, to have some more food. She's eaten a decent portion of it now.
Mm-hmm.
However, you will need to roll me composure and resolve, as she is quite literally bearing the back of her neck in this instance.
Oh no, she's not flicking the hair over
no, it's
my neck.
No,
it's all exposed.
I think you can get I think you've got you can be clued in that she doesn't exactly know what's happened, but she wants to know more, and
I mean, exposing your neck is a natural part of body language when you're attracted to someone anyway, so it'll probably happen.
Also, when you're leaning forward to eat, the hair kind of...
Oh dear, yeah, okay. Right.
It's not a complete failure. It is, however, not a success. So you won't go insane and just jump on her. However, what I will say is be very, very careful how you approach this and how slowly you approach this, because I could take over at any time.
Yes. I mean, with that, so I can kind of I get the impression from that I'm white knuckling the table a bit.
Yeah, at that moment you had the burn, you had the thirst, and you were the thing that's been in your mind is blood.
Right.
And at that moment you almost you probably move forward, your mouth opens, and for a second your mind goes blank, and you're you're
okay,
drink, and then you have a moment where you kind of realize that you're teetering.
Okay, I am going to avoid all eye contact with her at this point and look down at my notepad.
Okay.
And I'm going to flip open to a new page and start writing down a few names.
Okay.
I'm going to need you to try and remember these. Don't keep this written anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Spend a few hours, learn them, then burn it. Or just, burn it.
And she finishes her thing and sits back up and turns to you. Sure. Hand. Yeah. Do you wanna hand it to her?
Yeah, I'll hand it over to her. Looking down at the Chinese now, trying to avoid eye contact.
Okay. She takes it and she's sorry, I don't even know your name. Do you just want me to call you Marlowe or DC Marlowe or?
I go by a few names.
Okay.
It's,
what would you
depends on who knows me,
what would
I
you
guess.
prefer?
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you my full name.
Okay.
And you can tell me what sticks. The full name's Mackenzie Marlowe.
I like Mackenzie. So I don't want to cause any problems, but Mackenzie, this doesn't make any sense. And she hands it back to you.
The names?
The names, yeah.
Hopefully they'll be the names on the files.
do you want to take, like, she's handing the note back to you. She's like, this doesn't make any sense.
Okay. So what, if I look at it back, like I did write it down, right?
You did. It says.
I wrote down like 5 names from.
So it said 5 times. It says drink, 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 drink.
Right. Sorry. Slight typo there. Let me try that again. I will try again to see if I can. I'm trying to resist. I know that's probably going to backfire, but I just want to, feel like I can exercise some control over it. I'll try.
Roll me.
Like, I just want to watch my pen, and if it starts to go to a D again, I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, before you even start writing, roll me a
Okay.
resolve composure, please. Would you like to reroll?
I feel like this is important to him, so we're up to 3.
Okay. Yeah, if you'd have rolled 2.
Okay,
It
yeah.
would've been
I
bad.
got that feeling that I was dancing on the knife edge there.
You really
Okay.
were. To give you an idea, if you'd have kept the 2, you would have come to consciousness with her on the ground bleeding from her neck. So,
Okay. So,
however, you managed to maintain control of your faculties enough to write the names down with a very shaky hand,
yeah.
with a burn in your throat.
I think rather than giving the paper to her this time, I'm just going to put the paper down.
Okay.
Stand up, Amo, please.
Okay, and she stands up.
So this is weird, I guess. You're not bleeding this time. Do you mind closing your eyes just for a moment?
Absolute, sure.
I'm gonna, if I can summon a little bit of like five more seconds, I'm gonna like try and put the radio on or like something that to just make a bit of background noise, or am I gonna have to roll for that? Am I already?
You're so on the edge, but
I'm so on the
also,
edge.
also, I will say that sounds extremely murdery.
Yeah, well, it's more of just like he just wants some background noise so he
Well,
can kind of pretend this isn't happening.
Yeah, I know. It's just, you know, in serial killer films,
Oh,
like they
I know,
turn on
I
the
know,
radio
it's-
and it goes really loud, and then there's like,
Oh, yeah,
stab,
yeah.
stab, stab.
Yeah, we're not turning on like Dankeschön. We're not going just we're not going there yet.
Yeah,
Like this is like if he's walking past the telly, or if there's a flipper there, he's just going to press the button.
sure. There's, yeah, but you're really pushing it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Just,
incidentally, just like for the record, like she's not acting like she's expecting, you know, because in that situation it'd be very easy to be like, oh, they're going to kiss me or something along those lines. Like there's no kind of like preparation for that. It's literally just, can you close your eyes? Sure. Like absolute trust and kind of, you know, willingness to go along with orders, basically.
Right. So with that, without going through it in all of the detail, I think the way that he would find this the most comfortable, and that's really saying something because he's hating this.
Yeah, he is not. I could tell. He's not
This is like
comfortable with
he's
this.
determined to not do this, despite the fact he's like, oh, but if I don't do this, I'm just gonna kill her. I think he's gonna like go in as like just get her to put her arm up as if he's like going in for a waltz position.
Yeah.
And then just be like, okay, just lean your head slightly to the left, and then. Yeah. So he's gonna just try and like think to himself, I'm just dancing.
Yeah.
I am just dancing.
You may take 2 dots. If you wish, you can go for 3. That is blood loss territory, however.
Well, I think what's about to happen is, I don't want to use those words. I'm going to give her some as well. I think that's...
You don't have to. Not yet.
But I want her to be like a loyal human.
So in terms of ghouling...
Seems pretty loyal.
In terms of ghouling for humans, like, she'll need some answers at some point. She'll need to know what's going on, and she will also require blood. However, it's different for humans than it is for Kindred, where it's more, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Josh, but I'm pretty sure it's more like, not instantaneous, but the bond there is, and the loyalty is pretty quick, and just the one-time feeding, right?
How I imagine it.
Yeah. So, like, for humans, like, she already has that attachment to you, and repeated feedings will be kind of like every few weeks, every month or so, and it will just maintain and maybe solidify the kind of like bond there.
Okay. So after he's fed, assuming she's still able to speak.
Yeah, she's there's kind of like a fluttery faintness to her, but it's not blood loss. It's more just kind of like getting lost in the process of feeding, because it's aside from some very memorable exceptions, it's a pleasurable and enjoyable experience.
After that, I will check in with her. Did that tick the box?
Probably like about 5 minutes or so.
Okay, I'll put her on the sofa for 5 minutes then.
But once she's kind of a bit recovered and she kind of sits up and she starts like kind of poking her food again, but she doesn't seem hungry anymore. Incidentally, just a very slight like spiciness to the blood. You know, just like that little tingle on the lips and etc.
Okay.
If you breathe in, it's got like that little kick. So you found the secret of spicy human blood.
Spicy human blood. Next time, piri piri. Right. Okay.
Turn up with like a Tabasco bottle, and you're like, look, this is gonna be weird, but I need you to drink this.
Got a ghost chili and an idea.
God. So yeah, she kind of like composes herself. Was that what happened when I was stabbed? Is that how you? Because I don't even know what that was. I can't really remember.
Yeah, that's part of how it works.
Incidentally, I assumed the closing of the wound.
Yeah, I didn't let her just bleed out on the sofa.
Yeah. It would only, and this is for all of you guys, like, it would only be in like extreme circumstances, where you're in a rush, etc., where you'd have to tell me. So just keep that in mind. We'll play it by ear kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit different, but did that tick the box?
Yeah. No, and she's like swaying very slightly.
I'm still learning all of this.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll be back in a few days. It's probably best you don't have a way to get hold of me. It's safer for you that way, but...
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, if you get in any trouble, I guess, then downside is it means you're on your own. So just keep that in mind.
That's fine. I doubt I'll get into any trouble. I'm going to keep my head down and just do the job and...
Good.
And yeah...
If anything happens or goes wrong with this... It's, just make sure you're all right, okay?
Yeah, sure. Okay. And I'll see you again soon, yeah? If you want to...
Yeah, and make sure you remember to eat this time.
Absolutely.
And cameras on the desk. All good spies
names as
should
well.
have one. Yeah. remember to burn it. And he's going to just like awkwardly shuffle like, all right, yeah, bye. Yeah.
So, here's my question. Is that enough for a stain for Marlowe, specifically?
I don't know. Like, quite possibly. I'd say yes.
Okay.
Because that he is, well, what he's going to go do now...
It's not like a mechanical thing, like, in your character sheet, but it felt like something that Marlowe would ultimately regret. As kind of like
totally. So my thoughts now that will probably reflect this is I was just pondering where in the city to do this. I think he's going to go and sit on the bridge between Gorbin's territory and the front.
Where the front was, yeah.
Yeah, where the front was. And he's just going to go on the bridge and just basically sit there, not looking like he's going to jump in, but sit there on the edge with like legs dangling over and just kicking his heels and looking down at the water. And he's going to be like midway over the bridge, aware that he's on the edge of Gorbin's territory.
Okay.
But
okay, give me a sec. As you're
not in the territory, but halfway across the bridge, so
absolutely. Let's go with yeah, this one.
But and so yes, I feel a stain is appropriate.
Yeah. So mark off a stain. Is that the right one? You know what? Let's go with this one, actually. Here we go.
You probably will have a little, like, knowing Mac's listing, he probably will have a few words to say to Mac.
Oh, well, there's also someone else there with you, sitting next to you. All right, mate. It's your sire.
Yeah. Not really.
No?
No.
I'd have thought you'd be jubilant, having finally figured out how to be a kindred for once.
There's a difference between figuring it out and being it, though.
Yeah, you ain't never been it, mate. Well, there was that one time, wasn't there?
Yeah. Yeah, there was.
Got close again.
Yes, I did.
You know what your problem is, Mackenzie?
Oh, why don't you humour me?
You try and control it. Like it's something that can be controlled. You try and push it to maintain control, like prove something to yourself. I never did that. And that's why you keep almost killing people, mate.
Right.
That's why you keep losing to that voice in your head. Not me, you know, the other one.
In amongst your call to just join us, there is, I guess, a shred of useful advice in there.
Hey!
Maybe don't put it off so long.
I'm the one who made you. All I'm doing is looking out for you, bud.
Yeah, well.
That other one, not so much.
Well, what do you mean? The American?
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
You not been hearing his voice?
Yeah,
telling you to go off?
He's looking out for me in other ways, and
sure.
I made him, so where do I stop and he starts? Well,
I made you, mate, and look how that ended up for me, right?
Yeah, well, there's a slight bonus, I guess. No offence.
None taken. I look forward to the day when it happens to you.
So aside from giving in and letting the darkness claim what is left of my soul...
Who's talking about giving in? All I'm saying is if you'd have been prepared and fed earlier, you wouldn't have almost killed that young lady.
Yeah, I went there to feed. It was, yeah. Should be a bit more aware.
I mean, all that preamble, all that making sure she's okay. Just feed. And then you can do all that stupid shit afterwards. But you had to control the situation, didn't you?
Yes.
You had to push it.
Well, I won this time. But believe it or not, I think you might have a point there somewhere.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, well, you were dead a lot longer than I've been, and somewhat better acclimatized to it. Are you even really there? I've been wondering this.
Find
I've got
out.
anything I can throw at him?
Yeah, there's a bit like a little, stone or something nearby which you can just
Pick up a stone and just throw it at him.
Yeah,
Catch.
it goes like straight through his forehead and out the other side, and then you hear like a.
All right.
Doesn't
Well, you're
really prove
translucent.
anything.
Well, yeah, you're translucent, whatever you are. Handy for walking through things, I guess.
Sure.
All right, well, we'll... Seeing as you're dishing out advice, any thoughts on the current predicament? I mean,
Which one?
you know these... Yeah. Murdered cop. Clearing one's name.
Talk to the bloke who did it.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Or run like buggery.
Number two's not an option.
It's always an option.
Yeah, well, for some. Not an option some of us can take. Not now anyway, but...
Need any more fatherly advice before I shuffle off?
Probably, but... Yeah, I probably need a lot, but not right now. Got things I want to think about.
Alright, mate. Well, I'll leave you to it. And tell you what, when you kill that poor girl, I'll come back and console you, yeah? Alright. Toodles. And he, swings round the railing, hops off onto the bridge, and, wanders off into the mist, whistling.
I hate Kindred. They're all dicks. But... you had a point.
And
I'm going to spend
Oh.
basically the rest of the night there, just sat there twiddling my legs, looking over the edge, looking down.
Fair enough. And we'll switch over to Tess and Chrys turning up at the tree.
How
First thing
late are we?
I tell them exactly how late they are as they arrive.
They are 27 minutes late.
You're 27 minutes late. That's new.
Oh, you're
Somebody
here.
had to eat.
Very well.
Hello, guys.
Hi, Max.
And other one,
Tess.
Tess. Hello, Tess.
You should
Other
remember
one?
Tess.
Really?
Fucking remember Tess.
Unfucking believable.
Not again. No.
You don't get to say not again. You and your idiot family.
Hey, this is my fight today.
Yeah, this is an important meeting. Please.
Cool. Can I kick Cass's ass at the same time? Because
Sure, go for it.
Yeah?
Frick.
So, I thought you would like to, for me to make myself available so you could question me about, mean pretty lady.
Can we have a fight first?
Wait, we are fighting?
Yeah, I wasn't joking about that.
Oh, I thought. Oh, okay. But why are we fighting?
It's good practice flying.
Oh, you just want a bit of a. Well, we had a spar before, and we were kind of even, except for you were a bit of a shit aim, but it's fine.
I was way better than you were at fighting.
I don't remember it that way, but okay, if that's what you need to say.
I mean,
to
do you
yourself.
want to have a fight in front of witnesses right now?
Sure.
Because
Yes,
I'm
fine.
happy to do that. Okay.
Okay.
Chris is pretty angry.
Apparently, yeah.
She's just had to clean up in an alleyway. She didn't get to have a snack herself. And yeah, you straight away went in with the mean pretty lady reminder of being like, and nope.
It's how you remember her, so it's unfortunate, but
Yeah, well,
Unfortunate. Okay, you guys just move over there. We're gonna
okay.
use the circle. Okay?
Do we doing no weapons or weapons?
No weapons. Don't cheat this time.
Well, it's not cheating. I don't fight with my fists. I fight with baton.
Well, I don't care.
Okay, well, it feels like cheating to me, but whatever.
I'll get my claws out again, and I'll ruin your baton. Okay.
You fight with your fists, right?
No, I mean, well,
No?
yeah.
What do you
but
fight with then? I'm just saying it's fair if I am using baton.
I don't have a baton.
Right, but that's how I fight. I don't fight with the martial arts and the karate and the judo.
Fine, be a wuss and use your stupid baton.
I won't then.
And I'm gonna like circle your little fingers like rough. And I actually just think that Chrys is just gonna start putting some jabs straight off the bat.
Are you just going for just some kind of a...
Yeah, a little like.
Okay. Roll me a strength brawl. Are you martial artsing or are you just doing some?
She's just straight up not like martial arts. She's
Okay.
pretty annoyed right now, apparently.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
Oof. Okay. That will be. He is going to be dodging, so that will be dexterity and athletics. Not his strong. So it could be fine for you still. No, he gets out. He's like.
I thought we were fighting, Max.
Oh, I thought we were
dodging.
fighting too, but apparently you can't hit me. So why do I need to?
Fine. And I think she's gonna start being a bit more like
Yep.
serious and a bit angry. And I guess, do I roll again?
Sure. Yeah. What are you
know.
wanting to do here?
I think it's just gonna try and take some like actual punches and kicks rather than just early game.
Yeah. You were kind of like just the jabs are kind of like feeling out your opponent, and then when you go in for a swing or like for a hook or an uppercut or anything like that, that's when you're kind of like making an actual strike. So.
Okay. I'm not. I didn't use any bonuses, but I'm not really. I don't know. Should I have? Maybe. Yes.
If you're like going into the more serious, then you can use your martial arts dice.
I'll roll 1d10. Okay. Well, she's not.
Dokey.
She's apparently really distracted.
And he this time Max is going to like not just try and dodge, but he's going to try and counterattack. So this is going to be a strength brawl.
Okay.
Which is equal, which means that you win that engagement because he is an NPC. Even though he was played by the beautiful Josh, he is also just an NPC. So basically, like what I feel like happens here is like you bring in like a big swing, and he kind of like just gets out the way of it and comes in to kind of like. He's not going for anywhere serious. He's probably going for like a leg shot, kind of like just getting the meat of the thigh, kind of, dead leg type punch. And you manage to like block that and then turn it into like an uppercut, whereby you like deflect his hit, and then and it just like cracks him under the jaw. Not like a super solid hit because you were mostly defensive there, but it does kind of like stagger him, and he moves backwards a little bit, kind of like shakes his head and, okay, so we're being serious then, I guess.
Very serious. Yep.
Well,
Wouldn't want to be anything but serious with you.
I thought we were sparring, but okay, it's fine. And then he kind of stands there, like moves his neck, and you hear this kind of like as his kind of joints click a little bit, and he goes, "Okay, go."
I mean, Chrys has obviously fought against him before when he goes defensive.
Yeah.
She knows it's like not her forte. You go.
Okay, interesting. He's gonna reach to his belt.
Don't fucking do it, Max.
Whips out the baton. Takes a stance. You can see, like, he's so much more comfortable once the baton is out. And he is going to move in and go for a whack across the leg.
Well,
He's done the leg hit before a couple of times. I feel like it's his speciality.
well, I think
So that's going to be a dex melee.
Just gonna dodge it, so it'll be.
That will be dexterity and athletics.
Matched rolls today.
What are you doing? What are you doing, young lady? So yeah, it's like kind of you as you told him to go for it, you were kind of like on guard, and as he comes in, every time he swings at you, you just kind of move to the side enough that it misses, but it all seems very, very close, and it's kind of last minute movements and stuff. Roll me a wits brawl with the additional I believe it's
insight.
Sorry,
yeah, I've got a specialty, so
yeah. So would that be brawl insight? I can't remember what the Can you even roll that? Let's have a look here.
I mean, I can roll wits brawl, and it's the same, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. So with your speciality, please.
It's
Holy crap!
Full success.
Is that a crit? That's not a crit.
No.
Okay. But still.
But still 7 out of 7.
Would you like to take his?
I'm absolutely taking his baton if I can get it.
Yeah. Okay, so that will be a strength brawl, with 2 extra dice. As you basically completely see through his Jesus Christ. As you basically see completely through his moves, he's still gonna roll his good one, which is melee and dex. But I have this horrible feeling. Yep. That you wanna bop him on the head with it before you throw it away.
A little bop, not like
yeah. Just kind of like a.
not like brain him.
Yeah.
This is mine.
And then like he kind of like is taken aback for a moment because you weren't doing that well to begin with, and he it's so easy to forget with tiny Chrys exactly how good she is with fighting.
Yeah. Now he can't be sure if she was faking it in the beginning of the fight.
Yeah. She wasn't. Sheepy knows.
But he doesn't know
But
that.
he doesn't know that. So he steps back.
Well, I feel better.
You want to keep going? I don't know why we're doing this. So
Well, I win, so I don't think we need to continue.
I mean, it's a matter of perspective. You didn't really.
Who took your stupid stick? It was me.
I mean, you took my stupid stick, yes, but it's not like you've really, you know. I mean, if we are sparring, then sure, you won. But if we're
Yeah.
actually having a fight, which you said,
I wouldn't want to hurt you too much, Max.
I appreciate that. It is very kind of you.
You wanted to talk to us about something, Max.
And he like realizes that there's other people there, and he's like, okay.
You guys saw that I won, though, right?
I'll just get my bat.
Yes, it was well fought.
And like puts the bat on in the belt loopies, and is like, I mean, it's really a matter of. So sure. Well, I mean, I didn't want to talk, but because I am under orders, I thought you would want to question me. Well, I thought probably Chrys, as your leader, would want to talk to me at least about the.
Her name's Lamia.
About this Lamia.
Okay. Has she got a secret hideout?
Oh God, Chrys, why? how am I supposed to respond to that? How do you expect me to respond to that exactly? Oh. Okay. Yes, she does. Probably. I have not seen it. I've heard people talking about it.
Well, do you know where it is? Because it's probably kind of helpful.
I feel like the answer to that question was in my previous answer.
You haven't been there. That's not the same.
I said I haven't seen it. I've heard of it mentioned. Sorry. I have no idea where exactly it is. It is in the building somewhere. I think maybe below.
There you go. See, we've got some. Feel free to chime in whenever, guys.
No, that's fine.
You're doing very good.
I think so.
Marlowe got the gist of where that might be. So good.
So I didn't need to ask.
Well, no, now we know it's a secret. Well, it's supposed to be.
I think the head waiter man. He is very close to. He like points at Chrys. Name.
Lamia.
Lamia, thank you. He's very close to Lamia. I think he is her like confidant. He seems like he is under the influence, like, you know, the hypnotists.
Ooh. What do you think we do?
Huh?
Really? Hypnosis?
Well,
It could happen.
Is when you have a human and you have them do what you say.
Uh-huh. Hypnosis.
Is the yeah, right? I've never done it myself. I haven't been told.
Close enough. Close enough. The have you seen a young man?
That's very vague.
Right.
Cass.
No,
So-
that's
Chrys,
a good point.
Chrys, should I tell him that it is a club, and that is literally young people in the?
You just did. Thank you, Max.
Oh,
Have you seen a young man snuck in, maybe by Clay? Maybe?
I
Just tell him who we're looking for.
Police Chief Man's son?
Police.
Guy?
No, I don't. I haven't seen anyone like snuck in, but there is back door, and I'm usually on front when I'm. It also depends when it happened. I haven't been working there that long now.
Can you draw it so that we know where it is and stuff. And like, how many people are normally on the back door? Do you know, like security team wise?
Usually is no one. Is people inside. Like we have people on front door, and then back door is locked, and no one comes in, no one goes out, except for the main man in the has key, and also Lola has key.
Who's Lola?
What's his name?
Lamia?
Lamia has key.
Holy shit. Do you just like not remember names of anyone remotely good looking?
I remember Chris' name.
Interesting. Is there any other gangrel like yourself?
Sorry.
Any other kindred security? Anyone that's...
Stop laughing!
I can't help it. Oh
Anyone
god,
that's not
I've got to
rude?
stop burning Chris. It's so harsh.
She is going to seriously injure him.
Maximo must die.
Sorry, could you say that again? I'm fine.
Do you know of any other kindred security?
It is me and two others, and we have one walk the center, like the inside, and then two of us on door, and then there's a couple of other of hers, like human who go around and they work for her. But we
Do you have like a Do you have like a smoke break?
Sure. I mean, we have for keeping appearance, we have like breaks to go and take time, and then.
I don't suppose you could all take a smoke break at a very specific time.
It would be hard for me to have them do that. I am same. What is like
Level? Rank?
But yes, I'm like
Rank.
same rank as other boys, so I can't really order. And if it came from Vassia, then it's fine. But coming from me is nothing. So I cannot guarantee. Maybe if Chrys was to order them, possibly. We do have standing instructions to do as she say in general sense, but.
I say you should remember Lamia's name.
Yeah, I will then remember Lamia's name.
You gonna remember my name?
I have not been told your name, I'm sorry.
So is there...
If you tell me
It's
name...
Tess! It's Tess!
Tess, okay.
You don't have to remember a name though if you don't want to.
Okay.
Excuse you.
I've had a hard day, Tess. Okay?
Oh, you've had a day?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I've had a day.
Or on that soon.
Chrys, boss, do you think there's anything else we need to know? Because I think Tess had a pretty good idea about how we can get, well, someone away from somewhere.
If I'm not expert, like you all are, obviously, but surely if you have a goal, like is goal get this boy that you're looking for, or is goal get Lamia?
Yes.
Because if you want Lamia, then you need to get her out of club and vulnerable, and then you ambush, as opposed to getting in where there's danger. And I'm like, we may have to fight you if you try and break in, you know. If you take boss out of picture, we do not have boss, we do not have to work, and we can just let you in. It's my thought, at least, anyway. Again, as I said, I'm no big strategist or expert at this. Is all you lot, but
I just lean into Chrys, like, did you tell him our plan? How does he know everything?
I don't know the plan. Why are you asking me the okay?
Did we not make the plan yet?
No.
I must have remembered that wrong.
Well,
Maybe that was later.
If I don't hear actual plan, then I can't be
Oh,
questioned.
of course.
well, I did want to ask generally about this stuff, so
Okay.
thanks for meeting
What would you like to know?
this stuff that you've just said.
Right. Then job done.
Good
Would
job.
you if you do want us to take smoke break at the same time, Chrys, I can take you to Vassia if you'd like to talk to him and give order.
Give Vassia an order?
No,
Is he
like
here already?
No, if you go and talk to him and ask him, I'm sure he will give us order to step down for 5-10 minutes.
How
Well-
about if I just say sit down for 10 minutes?
No.
I thought you said that it's things that you've been told to do what I say.
Yeah, in like
And
general
I'm asking.
in like general sense, but this is job and Vassia is in charge of job. So but I don't know, Vassia would maybe meet you and then you can ask him kind of, favor from Papa to daughter.
Just give me a minute. I need to ask someone something.
Okay.
Um,
Shall I go over? Should I
Go shoot a tree.
go shoot? Okay. It's kind of sure.
So I might I don't know if I'm gonna not kill him if I see him, guys. Which could probably be a problem in that plan. I think.
As in Vassia.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we do something about Lamia first. That will make things a lot easier.
Okay. So, are we? Because we said, and I misremembered. I'm sorry, Josh. Are we killy, or are we like staking, or are we just putting on a box? I don't.
It hasn't really been decided, I think.
No, I know.
I think
What do you guys think?
I think we should stake her, and then she'll be under our protection, or under our control at the very least. I have ideas of what to do with her after that.
Here's a question for you guys, because there's a couple of hours left in the night. Would you like to call Marlowe? Because you're all here in the woods.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Why have I got it in my head that Marlowe was here? I got distracted.
Yes, we
Yeah.
should. Yes.
We
Okay.
should call. Yeah,
Yep.
One of you calls Marlowe.
I'll call him because I don't want to be around any of these people. Had a day. Marlowe's the only one who hasn't pissed me off today.
Okay.
I-
Well, let's make it a straight 4, shall we? Or 5 if you count the dude in the alleyway who didn't really do anything but still pissed. Oh no. And then there's there's Atian as well. So
Literally everyone I've talked to today has pissed me off. So.
But you were hungry since you got
except
fed
I guess,
on.
except I guess the Hashan didn't piss me off.
No, but that was before you got kind of hungry, and also
I got hangry and it was like a whole thing.
yeah. There's a snapshot coming up, which should illustrate some things, and it will make a lot more sense then. So anyway, Tess, you call up Marlowe. Marlowe, do you?
Probably let it ring for a little bit too long.
Yeah.
And get it I'd probably count the rings, knowing when the answer phone will kick in, and pick it up on the final one.
Okay.
What took you so damn long?
Just thinking.
Well, think faster and get over here. I'm sending you our location.
You get a location.
Sure. Then we can have a chat about sending locations. On my way.
It's like a Google map, and it's just green, and then in the forest, and it's just
Yeah. All right. I'm on my way.
So I think we'll end here. And next episode we will come back with Marlowe turning up, and you will have guys had a little bit of time to kind of plan and decide what you're gonna do here. I have a feeling that it may be
Sorry, cat.
going at Labia time is I think the best way to describe it. Okay, shit's going down next episode, guys. Interesting. So
It's going to be really hard for us to be sidetracked by drama next episode.
I mean,
we're all starting in the woods.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a very focused episode, and the focus is going to be fuck Labia, murder Labia, down with the good, and Lamia's going to be good. Like, give them cake. So let's start off with the most pissed off with Sheepy and move down the line. Cash and also Chrys.
Why is Max so mean all the time? Although the last one was like a maybe not insult, because Tess had said, how come you can't remember people who are pretty or whatever, who look good? And he's like, well, I remember Chrys. So then he obviously thinks she looks good. But she's not
Which is
pretty.
why, how did you not catch that? Why were you pissed off?
No, because the fact that he remembers her when he doesn't remember anyone pretty implies that he doesn't think she's pretty.
Oh.
But she might look,
So
but that's the thing. She's like, I'm not sure if it is or not.
Yeah, it could be translated.
Because it sounded like a compliment. Okay.
Yeah.
But I know Sheepy meant it as a mean thing, so.
Maybe Max did too.
What a dick.
Yeah, so I think you guys aren't mad if Max dies, right?
I think the chat will be.
You don't mind that, right? It's fine.
Death is part of life. It's fine.
Second death, real death. It's gonna happen. I think he will get injured if he carries on. Like, I was not sure if I wanted to stop the fight, but I was like, I will, and then he pushed it again. So, we're gonna deal with that next week after we have a plan, and depending on the planning, Max might die or he might be useful and then die.
And one thing I think I'm going to ask all four of you is the big small reveal, which is Cassius's obligations.
I had a clue of this and I was like, so chuffed to have it confirmed today.
Yep. So, which way do you think Cass is gonna swing?
Oh, it's gonna be really bad.
Yeah, it's like there's no good answer for Cass. Just in general, like he doesn't want to do the thing, but also the ramifications of not doing it are pretty rough.
I bet he does turn. That's my guess.
I have a feeling if he does turn one of them, I have a feeling I know who it is, but also because it's Josh, I have a feeling like it's going to be the opposite to who I think it's going to be. So let's go moving on to the second most annoyed person with Sheepdog today, Vandy and also Tess. It was so close, but I feel like the last Max comment really did it.
I don't even want to talk about it. So rude. Hi, I'm Vandy. I played Tess. Reluctantly. No, I'm kidding. I actually really like I love this campaign. Yeah. So Tess, you know, it's nice because I didn't have a day where there's like landmines or anything.
No.
But I've never been that hungry. I've never hit 4 before. Ever. So
it was again same with Marlowe. It was a close run thing, and
I think it worked out.
I think it was interesting, like, cause we're going down that wolfy path again, where it's like hunting and the more like savage side of Tess.
It gonna have to mitigate that a little better. Hoping to get the club up and running eventually, so that I can have a place to consistently feed and not have to worry about hunting people.
It is also fairly consistent with what's been going on. Like, she has been edging away from the vampire Michael side of things, so
yeah.
And what do you think of Cassius's conundrum?
In character or out of character? Because out of character,
both or either.
So out of character, it seems like, I mean, I'm laughing because, congratulations, Josh, you now have the daddy issues that we've all been dealing with, so enjoy.
Yep.
In character, Tess is a little, she's just irritated when people say no to her.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, she has this weird, like, competition with Cass. It's a very weird, like, tension or something where, if she can outdo Cass, then she feels great, but the minute she feels like somewhat inferior, she's just like pissed off.
And another interesting thing to consider is, like, Tess always has to manipulate humans to want to, and Cassius now just has two people who, like, even though you have the grumpy young lady and the more agreeable man, like, they're willing and they're kind of dedicated in a way that Tess isn't used to.
Yeah.
Like, willing.
Tess saw that and she wants that. She's like,
yeah.
What is that, and why don't I have that? So. Yep.
All right. I don't feel like. Oh, you know what? Let's go to Josh and also Cassius, because I think there's a smidge of angry with Sheepy. just a scooch.
It's microscopic though. This was very cool. This was a cool episode. I legitimately did not see that coming.
Yeah. It makes sense though.
It makes a lot of sense.
I thought it out and I was like, they're a small bloodline, they're a small tribe, and they need the kindred to maintain their protection. So they have a rule whereby it's like
one in, one out.
Yeah, it's kind of the maker makes the child. When the maker dies, the child makes a new. That's basically how it works. It's just Winnie didn't tell you about it because he's Winnie.
Of course he didn't. No, that's very cool, and I can't wait to figure out something about it.
Yeah.
Either way, I have no idea.
Going into this, I had no idea how you or Cassius would react and what you'd want. I wanted to present the dilemma and just see where it goes. So I'm interested to see where it's going to go to.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay. But yeah, it was cool.
And finally, I hope someone who is not at all angry with Sheepy, which is...
No, I'm good. I'm good.
There was, to be fair, there was the scene on the bridge.
I could have been annoyed. Well, Marlowe kind of deserved that. So I have a humanity roll to make as well.
You do.
I do. After staining. Do I do that now, or shall we do it behind scenes?
No, we can do it now. Yeah, why not?
So I think I've got 3d10 to roll, if I understand right, if I have one stain.
You should just be able to hit your remorse. Let me just make sure you've got...
So I tried it last time, and it was all sorts of...
It can be a little bit weird.
Make sure I did it right.
No, so it's on the other end.
I did it the wrong way. So I do... that?
Far right side, sorry.
Oh, okay.
So do you currently have 6 humanity?
I do.
Okay. Then yes, if you just click remorse, that will roll your humanity for you.
And it comes up with 1. It says 1 remorse dice. So I'm assuming that's not right. Should be 3?
Should be 3. Well, let me roll it very quickly just to test.
Okay, you roll it, fix it.
Okay, then yes, it should be 3. So if you type 3 in there, that's...
Apologies, and I'll get to talking about character, but I thought someone might want to... I barely.
But barely is still a success. So...
Well, that's nice.
Ultimately, what that means, and what remorse is if you feel remorse, you remain attached to your humanity. The problem is when you fail it, it indicates that you're slipping away from humanity, and that's when you lose humanity.
And
So
I was hoping he would pass because
it fits better because he is very obviously remorseful about it, but
yeah, that was quite a. So he was dancing and playing with fire today,
Yeah.
nearly getting her killed for the sake of trying to prove that. Like probably last time he was at Hunger 4, he killed someone. I'm thinking maybe he was at that Hunger. Maybe he was at less and had a really bad day. I can't remember. He can't remember, but he pushed his luck.
He has some vague memories. The problem is that's about the time when someone reared his head and started.
Yeah. So that was a fun scene, and I liked the sort of suggestion of romanticism mixed with the sort of this reluctance of, oh God, get me out of here. This is so not where I want to be. And I hope that came across.
Yeah.
I think it came across good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun to observe, and I'm just glad she's not dead.
Yeah, that was really close.
That was close.
A little bit closer than Tess, like in terms of almost killing someone.
Yeah, and he would have not been in a good place had that have happened, but he kind of quote defeated the beast. Well, for what it's worth, for like 5 minutes until it comes back again. So he's kind of happy. Not happy. He's very upset with himself.
Yeah. And
he's not happy at all.
I did consider bringing Mac out to have that conversation. It just felt more appropriate to have it be his Sire, just because of
I like the life advice for him too, because it is like practically like, okay, if you're gonna keep doing that, you are risking people's lives just to try and like prove a point that you're macho effectively.
Yeah, it is kind of like addressing down by an elder almost, but at the same time like being self-critical and that type of thing.
Yeah,
I'd like to. Are you still unsure as to if it's ghost or like?
I'm still 50-50, and I hope to stay that way. Where like maybe it's something Malkavian, maybe it's something spiritual, or maybe it's just him being a bit odd.
Yeah.
But I'm on the fence, and I that's where I want to stay.
I'm on the fence, and I love it.
Yeah, I like my fence because I can see both sides at least. So yeah, that was cool, and yeah, today was interesting.
Finally, what do you think of Cassius's predicament?
Oh yeah,
it's interesting, isn't it?
I feel like he'll shy away from the responsibility side a lot of it, and be like, oh, get me away from this. But maybe we'll do it. I don't know where his moral compass lies.
Josh, do you mind me talking about Cassius a little bit in terms of like what I see his perception, perspective?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm interested to know.
So
it might not be.
It might
right.
not be right because I don't know everything about Cassius. I just I was there for his creation, and I know some aspects of him.
And he was born into this world.
So the really interesting thing about Cassius is he has this like ridiculously selfish side where he wants everything to be about him and about him by himself and the things he wants to achieve and etc. But he is also pulled in completely the opposite selfless direction, which is the like influence of Winnie and his raising, whereby like he does feel a sense of duty to the tribe and to the family, and specifically to Winnie. So it like that's where it's going to be really difficult, in my opinion, where it's going to be like he's going to want both and neither at the like that's why it could go in any direction, because literally like he has such a strong reason for both sides, whereby it's just like I feel like he'll want to do it to maintain the protection of the tribe, to like he won't want to do it for the power, weirdly, the power over someone else, the like siring of someone and becoming like the father figure to someone else. He'll want to do it because it's what Winnie did, and it's part of the duty of being the child of Winnie, and there's a lot to live up there that Cassius is like either resentful of or ignoring as much as he can. It's a very Chrys situation. No offense, Chrys. So
Yeah. I'm on the fence for that as well as my answer.
yeah. So yes, thank you everyone for watching on YouTube and on Twitch, because Sheepy couldn't record this episode because Sheepy keeps forgetting to update his drivers. We are going to head off and raid and etc. Also, on Wednesday, there will be a snack shot with myself and Vandy exploring exactly what Tess did after she was left with Clementine. So, look forward to that. Don't look forward to that. I don't think any of us are looking forward to that.
I am.
It's gonna be a mess. So good.
It's yeah.
Yes.
A delicious mess. An eaten mess.
An eaten mess. So thank you for
We'll
watching.
see,
everyone.
won't we?
And yes, we'll see you in the next episode and in the stack shots and everything like that. Thanks for watching. Bye.